Can they hear me more? Yeah? What's up? How's everybody doing? Hello. Welcome to episode 70 of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel. Sam.
And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Yeah.
Episode 70.
Yeah.
Yo, we've been here 70 episodes, yo?
Yeah.
7-0.
That feels crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Sebastian has a whole kid in another country. And he's more consistent here than with that child.
Yo, don't say that, bro.
You're trying to be like Sebastian coming at One Piece Bad Father.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
Come back,
and there's a kid in Nicaragua just chilling.
I need y'all to chill.
Shay gonna be watching this like, what? He gonna get home, all his clothes are thrown out.
I never knew.
I knew it. I knew it.
I never knew. She ain't watching.
Nah,
Listen.
Remember Marsh got in trouble?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Y'all got Mosh in trouble?
No, come on, we're skipping this. Okay. Listen, I just want to say welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. We are the crew. Yes, those guys that talk about One Piece. Thank you so much, arigato, for being here with us for another episode. Before we get into any announcements, I do want to shoot over to Sebastian while he's doing a poll to say what's up to everybody that's currently watching us right now. Seb, shout them out.
Yeah, man, we got KJ, Aaron Tate, Jose, Aunt M, Gadi Usopp, Peter Keenan, Antoine, Nick, Quavo, Jaheim, Rasta, Shefty Rasta, Jonathan San, Firearms, Serial, Tausef. So many of y'all in here. Ruthless Ray, Strad, Bashir, Impulse, Parvision in the chat. What's up, Par?
Par in here, bro.
Jordan. So many. United States of Blurred, Samurais, Barsky. So many. UK Simon, Benjamin. Yo, Benjamin, you called me out, man. I appreciate that. You called me out on Discord. Donnie
Why
Flash.
do you call you on Discord?
You don't remember Nerd Taku? There's so many people in here, yo. 3-Day. What's up, 3-Day?
What's up, 3-Day?
Temps. So many people, yo. I love the love, man. I love the love.
I'm just sending out another...
Celestial Donkey, Sean Robinson. Oh, Hime's in the chat. What's up, Hime?
Yo, Hime, what up?
Aaron Tate, Ruben Torres. Just, I might be repeating names now. Tony Leon,
maybe.
Muppets.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody that's in chat. Thank you so much again for being here. We're going to go over announcements, and then we're going to get right into the chapter, okay, guys? And then after the chapter is done, we are going to accept phone calls because we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear your questions as well. This was a good chapter. So I just said it was a good chapter, just so everybody knows, so they don't go, yo, Larry hating again. So for announcements, I just want to let all of our Nakama know our content schedule. If you haven't seen our channel, I'm like on top of my game right now. So currently on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're always going to have our podcast, which is this right here. On Tuesdays, I will be hosting a different but smaller mini podcast with different One Piece content creators. So you've seen probably MD King, we had Recon, we have Hime, we had Straw Hat Dash, we had Vape. We're going to have Parvision and Sai soon. We had Hidden come through as special guests. It's a very small but fun podcast that I think people have been enjoying as well. So it's just more content. On Wednesdays, Sebastian is holding his Davies Dark Tournament events at 6 p.m. Eastern time as well. And then I'll do a chapter reaction. Thank you. I'll do a chapter reaction whenever the TCB scans drop, and it's always going to be that Thursday. If it's not too late, then it's going to be Friday. Also, I have a huge announcement. It's probably the biggest announcement probably this month or the past 2 months. Sebastian has created his own YouTube channel.
Nice.
And I am super proud. I am super happy. I've been telling him that he's literally been wasting his talent putting efforts into putting theories onto our show, but instead he should be putting it on his own channel. That way he could become much larger than us, and we just benefit from that, right? So starting today, if you look at the live chat, you will see a message pinned at the top, and it says Sebastian's YouTube channel. Please show him some love, subscribe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sebastian, but on Wednesday before Davies Dark Tournament event at 6 p.m., we're going to premiere your Blackbeard Theory video.
We're gonna try to. I have to upload it. I need Lotto's laptop, so we'll see.
Okay.
it should be able to go through.
Okay, so we'll premiere that before the Davies Dark Tournament, and then we'll just roll right into the tournament itself, just to have it like all situated. But please show them some love, subscribe, and just wait for that video on Wednesday. I have uploaded all the past videos for our audio only listeners, the past 2 episodes of the mini podcast that I did that's different from our main show, and the past 2 episodes of Sebastian's Davies Dark Tournament. Hope you enjoy, and thank you for listening. Now for Twitch, we had a really breakthrough type of night last night on Twitch, where I pulled a bunch of like fans who just love us for what we do, and we ended up playing a bunch of games together, and we had a lot of fun. A lot of it was funny as hell too.
Okay.
So for everybody that wants to join in on that and we can cook something up, follow us at That One Piece Talk on Twitch, and you'll be able to see like me, Hime, we Party Pete, Strahd, and Kami. We were all just having a whole lot of fun. We were playing like Fall Guys, Overwatch, and stuff like that. So it was cool. All right, so for those that are new to the channel and to our Discord, which you should join because it's in the video description, I do want to let you know that we do have merch. It's a limited edition t-shirt with a custom made box made by me. That's pretty dope. If you're interested, go to thatonepiecetalk.com/merch. Thank you in advance. And just for transparency, we barely make a dime off of it due to the material, the boxing, and the shipping. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Anyway.
Shirts are fire, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually wearing it right now. I forgot to take it off.
I finally wore mine for Comic-Con.
Hold on. You can see it.
And don't forget.
Yeah. There it goes. And then there's something on the back, but I don't feel like taking it all off.
Everyone, please don't forget to like the stream. Thank you so much.
I forgot that. Yeah. Like the stream if you can. But before we go into the chapter, can we hit those super chats real quick?
Yeah, we got a $50 super chat from our guy, Joy Boy Mark. Thank you so much, Mark.
Joy Boy Mark, thank you.
He's consistent with these, man. We really appreciate it.
Our guy, bro.
It says, let's go, boys. Big chapter. Can't wait to hear your opinions on that latest chapter. Yeah, man. The latter half.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
The latter half.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right, stick around. Because I got a Blackbeard theory, but I'm just not making it into a video. But I do want to I do want to see what you guys think about what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Next one.
We also got a $2 super chat from Strahd. It says 8th for subbing to Seb's channel. I was here. Let's go. I appreciate any and all subscriptions, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, shout out to Strahd. Strahd actually, his wife said hi to me yesterday when we were gaming, and he was like, "Yo, my wife wants to say hi," and I was like, low key, like, "Yo, I'm mad excited to just say hi to like." Other people's like who's in their lives that love us. Yeah. And I was just like, damn, I wish like Lawrence, Lionel, Sebastian were here to say hi back. And I was like, yo, Sebastian, I was like, yo, these guys don't have like the ability to game with us like that. So you guys need to step up your game so we can game.
Yeah.
My mic is fine. You be hating.
Yo, Lawrence and Lionel be playing the Warriors from like 1992 still, bro.
92, bro.
Yeah, I hate it, bro.
We won 92.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, and we were like 1 year old. First of all.
That Warriors game was fire, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Strahd, for the love and the $2. And then we have Celestial Donkey.
Yeah, we got a 4 months membership to Nakama from Celestial Donkey. Celestial, thank you so much. It says, yo, how much for Larry to wear Buggy's nose on episode 75?
That's so disrespectful, right? Because that just means I'm the clown. It's not even Buggy no more. It's just me.
Name your price, bro.
No, man. It's not enough, bro. Nothing's ever enough.
And finally, we got a $2 super chat from Benjamin Figueroa. It says, I went after you because Larry be selling you out. Yeah, Larry was snitching on old Sebastian in the Discord, and I don't appreciate that. He was telling him all my old, terrible person stories.
No, I didn't.
I don't like that.
No, I didn't.
Larry be twitching and snitching.
Hold on.
I don't like
no,
that.
That's not true.
Clyde Frazier status.
What I did say was, I was like, yo, Sebastian is not like okay Like the dude didn't make great jokes when he was younger.
Yes, I did, bro.
Cause no, they asked me. They were like, "Yo, how long have you known? You know, all of you have known each other." And I was like, "Oh, I knew them when I was like 12. I'm 32 now, and I was friends with Lawrence, met Lionel, met Charles." And I hated Sebastian. And I said Sebastian finally got over like his CTE from The Rock after like 20 years old, and he became cool.
Listen, I was the same person this entire time.
That's not true.
It's
just never
Bro,
appreciated
you had
it.
like a personality change.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
it was
bro.
weird.
What are y'all
bro.
talking about?
It was weird.
How
bro.
am I different, bro?
Sebastian used to. I'm not the
How am I
Yeah,
different?
we're not going there. Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Yeah, man.
He just, it was like, yo, you couldn't hang around with him for too long. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all have people saying I went through character development. Listen,
Yeah, man.
on my new channel, I might break down the history of Seb. Maybe one day.
All right. We got more
We got a
stuff.
couple more
yeah,
super
let's
chats.
go through them.
But yeah, we got $2 from Party Pete. It says,
Thank you, Ben, by the way.
Thank you.
love seeing the
Thank
growth,
you.
boys. Keep it going. We appreciate that, man.
Thank
We
you,
really
thank
do.
you.
Appreciate it. Much
Oh,
love.
man.
Much love.
We got a $5 super chat from Bushy Brow 28. It says, it's my first time watching live, been listening on Spotify, so wanted to send y'all some support. But I got a question. Y'all think Law could take out Devil Fruit?
I think he probably meant Blackbeard.
No.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Law's Devil Fruit makes him tricky at all times.
Well, hold
but-
on. Bushy, can you repeat what you were trying to say, like at the end, just in case?
Take out.
Because I don't think I understand either. But like Sebastian will watch out for like you don't have to
you
super
don't
chat.
have to super chat again. Just
yeah.
mods, please let me know if Bushy comments again so that we can read it.
Yeah.
Does he make Doflamingo?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Exactly.
Celestial Dragon.
But yeah, we got a $20 super chat from Celestial Donkey. It says, come on, Larry, name a price for the gang. Hashtag
Yo,
Buggy.
Yeah, I feel like they like the nose
Gang,
more than the
man.
costume.
Yeah.
Because they said the
No,
nose a
they
lot.
want
should've
me.
squeaked
They
it.
want to make me a clown. That's
I'm
what
a
it
clown,
is.
bro.
Yeah, they want to make
Yo,
me
I'm
a
supposed to
clown.
know I'm a
Yo,
clown
CD,
video.
thank you, by the way. Thank you for the 20.
Thank you.
I'm not naming a price. And then anything else?
No, that's it. But we did get Ozzy Phenom and Void to come into the chat. So what's
Nice.
up,
What
y'all?
up, Void? What up, Oz?
What's up?
All right, so look out for.
Yeah. Oh.
What did he say?
Yeah, it says, I meant like take devil fruits from people or switch devil fruits like he did with souls in Punk Hazard.
I think you would have to be awakened in order to do such things, like with his ability, right? Mm-hmm. Like I think that would be something that he could do.
Oh, so
but I
you-
don't think Oda would give it to him.
Like how you could switch people's personalities, but switch people's abilities?
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
It sounds like an awakening to me.
Yo, that would be. I've never
Pete,
thought of
thank
that.
you for becoming a
Maybe
member
it's
for
just
5
like-
months, Brody. What did he say?
That would be possible if you have Blackbeard fruit and laws.
Pete said, we need the Seb Jinbei cosplay next. Price with a question mark. And we got
That's on
$2.
Seb, bro.
Listen, just to keep it simple, I'm going to make it the donation equivalent of Jinbei's bounty like I was going to do with the Big Mom's bounty thing. So whatever Jinbei's bounty is, that, but in like dollars. But not like $1 billion. So like 1,000. What is it, 1,100 or whatever for Jinbei, I think?
I don't know. I gotta
trying to
search it
remember.
up.
I don't know.
So that's my price. $1,100 in donations. Starting probably next episode. I don't think we should start it now.
It's 400,000. It's 400 million.
No, bro. Jimmy's latest bounty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 400 million.
How you forget the bounties already, Larry?
He's a billion.
Yeah,
I
He's
don't
He's
worry
just-
about
You've
it.
been
He's just-
trolling Sanji all month.
It's Luffy,
You already-
Zoro.
Oh, it's 1.1.
1.1, right? Okay.
Yeah.
$1,100 in donations, and I will dress up as Jinbei for one of these episodes. Or for something that we do.
All
I
right,
don't know.
Marv. Just a heads up. In case they just start going crazy about this, just make the maker, but don't post it now. Post it if it does come in. All right. Anyway, yeah. So let's get to these One Piece questions.
We got one more super chat. Real
Oh
quick.
yeah, was it?
We got a $2 super chat from Boruto's dad, but he didn't say anything.
Oh, Boruto's dad. You gotta say something. Don't super chat if you don't say anything.
We want to hear from
Also,
you.
thank you.
We
Is
got
that
another
Naruto?
super chat
No.
from
Yeah,
Party
Marv,
Pete.
you might as well start now. It's
Says for the
$5.
Jabit.
Immediately.
Yo, Pete.
Yo, seriously, bro?
Thank you, Pete.
It's been 5 seconds. I'm not trying to
All
do
right.
something Jabit.
So let's get into these questions, guys,
Yep.
and then whatever happens after, we'll skip to that after. All right. So for One Piece chapter 1063, it was titled "My Only Family." The quote at the bottom states, "Puddin's been abducted." So let's start with the cover story, right? We see Brûlé crying about Puddin's abduction. Cracker is front and center, but frozen. The entire city is frozen. Why do you guys believe Puddin was abducted, and who was it by? And we'll start with Birdman rubbing his hands.
Yo, it was Aokiji, bro. I tried to tell y'all months ago that I still have faith that it was the Blackbeard Pirates pulling up. And here we are, man. And I just want to say, because we have this conversation like once a month on the damn Discord, this is more proof positive that Cracker can't beat Doflamingo, all right? I don't care what y'all say. Dofi was frozen and he was good. Cracker out here begging for his life, trying to save people, and he can't. So I don't care if I'm power scaling on a podcast episode, all right? Dofi wouldn't have went out like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, it's dope development, you feel me?
Okay. That's it?
That's all I got.
All right. Law?
I feel like we always pass go on this on our podcast episodes anyway.
Yeah.
But to say that, it does look like, because I tried matching up to see, because I couldn't get my head, why would Aokiji kidnap Pudding? Like, why would he do it? It doesn't make any sense. Sebastian believes because he's aligned with or affiliated with the Blackbeard Pirates. But I was trying to match it up with like Caesar's weapon in the past, that gas thing, but it didn't look the same. So it does look like it's frozen. So if it is Aokiji, right? So I actually wanted to go back to it. I'm gonna keep it short. I wanted to go back to the chapter when they mentioned about Aokiji being affiliated or assisting. Thank you. Assisting the Blackbeard Pirates. And it's chapter 793, right? And it's interesting here because in that chapter, it says dedicating himself to assisting the Blackbeard Pirates. So right here, the way the world government, the Gorosei, and the Akainu are speaking of Aokiji, is just like he's on his own. Like we're not associated with him at all. So the whole theory of that he's working with Blackbeard Pirates being a double agent, they don't know what Aokiji's up to, like at all. So going back to that. So I went back to the chapter where like they're accusing him, where Smoker starts questioning Aokiji, and that's 699. But because and the same with the history, I mean the rumors going around Aokiji, he says, because he mentions that he never believed from the get that the world government was the end all be all. So he didn't fully have faith in world government to begin with, but he aligned with them, I guess, to like, because we learned that Aokiji wanted his own power in that, like to be a higher up, so he wouldn't have to be forced to make decisions he didn't have to. So, but in that one, he's like, but you'll see some of these clearer if you weren't, that you wouldn't be able to as a Marine. But then he also says, I am just me. Because Smoker says, how'd you know I was here? Do you have underworld, connections? And he goes, no, I'm just me. Right? So like, giving this, no, I'm still me and I'm by myself. So the whole line with Blackbeard, Aokiji's telling Smoker, I'm not aligned with anybody. And it still speaks to here because how he speaks on that he's still fighting for the side of like what he believes justice is. So in a way, he's still representing the good guys in his way, right? But he's not helping out the Blackbeards. He may be doing underground, working with them to move ahead in the world, but he's not supporting any like bad pirates as in Blackbeard because he would be in the bad pirate side, unlike Straw Hats were on the more of the good pirate side. So I want to bring also one more thing in that chapter I want to bring out in 793. They actually foreshadowed Eam in that chapter. I did not know that before.
Explain.
They said, right, and this is Akainu coming at the Gorosei. Because we all know the highest ups in the world government is the Gorosei themselves. Right? There's no one higher than them, right? But but while they're talking, and this actually brought up a few other questions. That thank you. That Akainu was coming at the Gorosei saying, so the whole Doflamingo not keeping his title, but it was all falsing, was like someone who gave an order to you guys that's higher up, even higher than you are. So Akainu comes at the Gorosei saying that whole plan was that because the Gorosei actually did not agree with that, like Doflamingo falsing, relieving the warlords, but like it was a whole plan.
Yeah.
That was an order outside the Gorosei, because Akaino says right here, this is orders that came from even higher than you guys. Like Akaino's like, who the heck is higher than you guys? And they said, don't question us. Don't talk back to us. Like, stay in your lane, first of all. And he goes, don't come out us about the Marines. But right here, well, we know there's no one higher than the Gorosei. And this is sort of a choice out of their hands. And they just kind of said, you know what, CP0, watch over this. We left it in their hands, not the Marines. Okay. So they kept it in-house, and that was someone higher than them. So, like, right there at 793 points to someone being higher than the Gorosei, and that's AIM.
Okay. What about you, Lionel? What do you think about the cover story?
First, I wasn't sure. Like, I thought it was Caesar's. Like, somehow Caesar had a weapon that he untucked, like, just in case the worst case scenario and stuff. But then again, we see him find away with the Germa. So I don't know if he did it. And it looked like somebody else came in because everything looks ice. Unless Caesar came out with an ice type of hazardous disease or weapon, it most likely was Aokiji. And probably, again, I never really thought that Aokiji joined the Blackbeard Pirates because, again, Aokiji was the side of justice. And like, I forgot his name was Lazy Justice, right? But he still felt like, like he still wanted to do what is right to a degree. So I'm thinking him lining with Blackbeard, and Blackbeard's literally exact opposite of that. Because I know the Marines and the world government do their shady stuff, but they still keep a relatively peace to a degree. Blackbeard, he's just pure chaos. Like that's what he wants. So it didn't make sense for Aokiji to join Blackbeard in the first place.
Yeah.
But now I start thinking of like his title. Now I feel like he's maybe on the way of like alone justice. Like he's taking justice in his own hands, and whatever he's gonna like Lawrence said, that he's still him. Like he's still him, and he's pretty much seeing certain things more clear and more open-eyed because now he's in the world. He was in the world government and with the Marines. Now he's in the outside world, seeing a different view or a different understanding of things. So now his perspective of pretty much what justice is to him has changed. So that's why I think he's taking upon himself, whether he's going to fight against the Marines or help them out or pretty much try to take out pirates from the inside out. Like for me, I feel like he's on his own crusade or justice journey. That's what I think with Aokiji. I don't think he's aligned with Blackbeard. Whether he took Pudding, that's kind of interesting. Like she could just left, but for Aokiji to take Pudding, that would be interesting. Because like, what does he know now? Because since he's been out with the world government, whatever information he got from the world government and the Marines with the outside world, did he actually take Pudding and is that for a purpose now? For his own personal goal? That's what I was going to say.
So, can I go real quick before you go? Yeah. So, to Lawrence's point and Lionel's point, that him not actually aligning with the Blackbeard Pirates, like you pointed out, in that moment when he was talking to Burgess, they talked about not trusting him. This, to me, is his maneuver to try to gain their trust.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's obviously not going to do anything evil, and obviously not going to like kill Pudding or anything like that, but like he has to gain the Blackbeard Pirates' trust. And to me, this is how he's going to do that. So like, what he's going to do in the end, because obviously he can't, I think his game plan is to make sure that Blackbeard doesn't read the poneglyph, so like, what he does in the end will be what he's really doing. But him getting Pudding is just proving that I'm with y'all, kind of thing.
Because I was actually going to bring that up. Do you think he also, because again, there's a role poneglyph where Big Mom is. Do you think?
Oh, they got that too.
Like, but Aokiji, because Aokiji's the one who's there.
I don't know if Aokiji got it, but they got that too.
Okay.
I think Aokiji's doing it. I think Aokiji's actually looking for One Piece himself, and he's going to, like I said, looking for justice, and he's looking at it this way. So I think Aokiji's going for the One Piece himself, where he's going to prove his own justice in that way, what he's aiming for. Because also, Doflamingo, he points out that Aokiji's working with that expression on his face. He's something who's set on something. He has a plan in motion that he's working towards. He's determined. So I think with his own justice, what he's trying to do, he believes that I have to find that One Piece myself to further this my view of justice is. So I think Aokiji actually might be going for it. And him kidnapping Pudding, I forgot to mention, might be a part to him discovering the poneglyphs, because I don't think he believes Robin's going to read it for him. So someone that can is Pudding.
Yeah. So very simple. I think that kidnapping two people within like one arc is pretty dope. Me and Hidden were wrong. Parvision and Maj were right that it wasn't Caesar. It was actually Aokiji who did all the destruction. So shout out to those two.
I got no credit.
Wait,
It's hot.
wait, you said it was Aokiji too?
Mosh put me on, and I was like, hell yes. I just supported Mosh. So it's cool.
Oh, that doesn't count as you. That doesn't count as you.
It counts.
Nah. Just seeing that Aokiji is on the move is interesting. And it just states for portrayal that Puddin is going to be able to open her third eye. A lot of people are suggesting that Lafette is probably going to hypnotize her in order to do such a thing, since she can't do it herself, which would be interesting as well. So I think that the development of the story, especially this cover story where I thought it was done, is still continuing, is very exciting. And I think that it worked out for the best because I wasn't really too excited about the Germa and Caesar part. But we all suspected that the Blackbeard Pirates, if they were going to make a move, they should have made a move right then and there. So I like it. But anyway, let's hit those super chats, please.
We got a couple more super chats sitting.
Yeah.
We got $2 from Strad.
Thank you.
It says, "Here's my 2 for the part 2." Hashtag stop the fishmen hate. Yo, y'all gotta stop. I don't hate fishmen, bro.
Yeah, you're very racist, bro.
I do not hate fishmen. All right. We got a $100 super chat from Celestial Donkey.
Celestial,
thank you so much
This dude,
for the
man.
donation.
Appreciate you.
It says
Such a monster.
Thank you.
It says we get this poll going now, boys. Hashtag Seb to Fishman.
Send to Fishman.
So currently right now, Marv can't put the bar on, so we'll do it for next episode, but we're gonna keep tabs on how much is donated and then put it into the next episode for sure.
Yeah, but we seriously
Thank you, CD.
appreciate you, CD.
We're always going hard, man.
We got another $5 super chat from Boruto's dad. It says, "Just trying to get your money right, Seb, the GOAT. Larry always hating. Hashtag Larry has bad takes. Hashtag Kid Gang." Yeah. I don't know about the Kid Gang too much, but
Look at it. The GOAT said he don't know about the Kid Gang. All right, so that's how you know you're not doing right by it.
I mess with Kid. I'm not Kid Gang. I just support the guy because he gets too much hate.
Sebastian just likes him because he also recycles.
I do recycle. Yeah, I recycle mad consistently, actually.
You know,
It's like bizarre how often I go to dump the damn bottles. Anyway.
You know, cycling doesn't do anything, right?
All right.
All right, bro. Okay, Lawrence.
I'm just saying.
Thanks for that, I guess. We got a $5 super chat from Mr. Bushido. It says,
Thank you.
In 1061, there's a weird figure in the background standing on the cake in the cover story. What is that? I assume it's one of the Blackbeard Pirates.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but they're like in the distance.
Well, we've had that discussion before that they came to Whole Cake and we saw them, but we were not sure.
Yeah. And then we got another super chat from Mr. Bushido, $2. It says, chapter 244, page 4, we see a hint at Emu. So we'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind, actually.
Well, that's it.
All right, that's it? All right. Let's go to the next question, guys. So, at the beginning of this chapter, we see Luffy, Bonnie, and Chopper completely stuffed from Vegapunk's cooking machine. Atlas comments how they look like they're about to burst, and Jinbei tells Atlas that he always looks like that. Atlas says she needs to get back to her job of violence and goes back to punch the hologram sea monster. Chopper notices random people that appear out of nowhere, and Bonnie suggests that they might be researchers. Jinbei then says he's that weird. Jinbei then says he's that weird since no one has. That's weird since no one has been here the entire time. Luffy all of a sudden switches clothes. He says they're breezy and light. Bonnie wants to change clothes too, so Luffy points at the fashion store that suddenly appears. Bonnie indulges, and the machine rips off her current clothes, and she changes it into new ones. She loves them. Jinbei decides to get a tropical outfit, and Chopper goes with Luffy and Bonnie's gear. What did you guys think of this, Lionel?
Honestly, I hated Luffy's outfit. I hated it. I was like, yo, he needs to put some pants on. It looks weird to me. It bothered me. I don't know. Honestly, it just did. Like, I don't know. But, I mean, I like the futuristic style. Like, to me, it's cool, but, like, I feel like you could have gave Luffy something more cooler or better.
Luffy got on booty shorts.
Come on, man.
Guaranteeing it, bro.
Chill out.
Just walking around the house looking thick.
Style.
Okay.
All right, my bad.
Why?
Anything else?
Not really. There was like again the technology with Vegapunk is always like phenomenal. It's always cool. Like you could just get new clothes just like that. Jinbei with his always tropical style. Like I guess because he's a fisherman, like the sea style. But that's pretty much it. I didn't really have anything on this one except the new technology and stuff.
All right. Law.
Thank you. One, I think Luffy is wearing pants, Lionel. I think it's just like some thin pants, whatever, that goes with the suit. It looks very futuristic to me. It reminds me of, again, I've said it before, it reminds me of Sega. The whole get up like Mega Man vibes or whatever. I don't know how those big old boots is light, but Vegapunk's technology, you know? To me, I'm sort of trying to wrap my head around Vegapunk's, I guess, what do they call satellites? Like, his job is violence.
Her job.
Her job is violence, and you're punching, I guess, other Vegapunk's holograms or creations or whatever. But to me, it's like, I feel like Vegapunk does stuff for a reason. So there has to be a purpose why it's behind it. It could be Vegapunk's protector or something. I'm not sure. But why is it attacking the other things? Maybe I feel like we're going to find out later, but to me, it's not random. I believe it's for a reason. We just haven't discussed it. It looks so bizarre now. But usually a lot of times when people are smart like that, you have bizarre minds that people understand, but is actually well within your calculations. So I think that we're seeing this example of this with Vegapunk, and that it's for a purpose of why he has each individual satellite have a function like that, even though it looks kind of doesn't make any sense. And I think it's funny. Chopper makes me laugh. I'll keep it brief. I feel like he's always following what other Straw Hats are doing, all the time. Like he just goes around like them. Like he's wearing the exact same getup that Luffy's picked up.
Right.
The exact same, you know. Instead, I think he has like a more of a helmet mask thing, like I guess to breathe out of. But it's like if you check, because even Chopper will be looking like a coward sometimes. Out of nowhere, he's mad brave, depending on if he sides with Luffy and Zoro or if he sides with Nami and Chopper. Yeah. But Chopper, he's like the little kid that's very influenced about it. But yeah, just not much here. And okay, which I think.
What about Seb?
As much as Lionel hated Luffy's outfit, that's how much I love Bonnie's outfit, bro. Bonnie's outfit was fire, and I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't know how old that girl is yet. All right, we gonna figure that out, and then I can elaborate. But Jinbei's outfit was cool too. I didn't hate Luffy's outfit. I didn't love it, but it is what it is. I thought it was funny. Atlas going back to her job to punching people. That's awesome. Like everybody wants that job. It's my job to just go beat people up. I also like the fact that sticking to the video game theme that we're getting here, that the NPCs came back out. Like literally, like when you wild out in this thing, they go away, but then when you're chilling out, they come back, and it's like you can talk to them and stuff. Like I thought that was really funny.
Except for that one beggar in Assassin's Creed.
Bro, don't get me started. Assassin's Creed and Fable, yo.
All right, keep going.
Worst MP. Let me stop. Anyway, but other than that, I didn't have much. I don't think you got into the next part, so I'll leave it there. But how about you, Larry?
Listen, man. Bonnie came out that cooking machine, bro. Cause she was looking like a snack, bro. I was bricked, dog, the entire way, bro. It was hard, bro. And I'm using it figuratively and literally, all right? Bro, it was crazy. Yo, shout out to Atlas though. I think Atlas is dope. I think, like Sebastian said, having the job to just be violent. I mean, it's a little barbaric, but I guess I'd like it too. I was shocked because I thought when we saw those little people, it was a very similar looking sized figure to like the automatas that we seen with, on the moon with the Nels cover story. And then when they went back to the ground, when they were on the ground with the previous, whatever name of that professor was that lives on Kurakuri town, which is where Vegapunk is from. So I was like, bet Vegapunk created his own little automata and just upgraded to the pacifistas. But regardless of that, I hated Jinbei's shirt. I was like, yo, why are you trying to take Frankie's style? I was like, yo, chill out. But I will say this. I know y'all don't like the boots, but those are Yeezy boots, dog. I was like, yo,
the new
Kanye boots,
Yeezys
bro.
on?
Yeah. I was like, look at Luffy being just fashionable, bro. I was like, yo, I love it. And also Chopper switched costumes like 3 times so far in this arc. He went from like the regular Wano getup to having the actual Wano getup with the straw hat, and then now he's like fitted with these new Yeezy boots. I was like, yo, bet, yo, Chopper like the new Nami this arc, bro. Switching outfits non-stop. But I will say this, I don't know if you guys thought about it, but it would be kind of crazy if Vegapunk took some of Judge's technology for clothing and made his own suits. Because sometimes I know, like in G Gundam, when they'd wear their suits, the suits would come off, and they'd get like the tight uniforms that would react to like the G Gundams. Like, yo, maybe he's like 100 years more advanced than like what Judge is doing. That's why the clothes are like super breezy. They're super light. Bonnie even says she feels like she's walking on air.
Yeah.
Yo, the German were walking on air. They were flying.
Yeah.
So, like, why can't Vegapunk create that same type of clothing? I was like, yo, this is dope, bro. I was like, yo, let's go. Yo, Vegapunk's everything I wanted the story to have, bro.
Yo, oh my God. Par said when you said you was bricked up, he said, I heard the table thud on the line. Oh my God, yo. And the chat is 100% in agreement with you. Luffy got Yeezys on.
Luffy got Yeezy. All right, so is there any other super chats or no?
I think we did get another one from Mr. Bushido.
Yeah, let's get that.
We got another $5 from Mr. Bushido. It says Shirahoshi is kidnapped as well. Imu stabbed her poster, and Karibo knows what she is. Blackbeard might try to kidnap Momo since Blackbeard might know Kozuki's read poneglyphs. That's a lot.
Yo, if you see a white van, just run away. Just run away, bro.
Stranger danger, bro.
Stranger danger.
Wait, she didn't get kidnapped.
Yeah, she didn't get kidnapped.
We don't know.
No, last time we saw,
Garp
If
was
Garp
on her.
left, she could be kidnapped, bro. I don't think she's
This is
kidnapped,
pure speculation.
bro. It is, but
Yeah,
Bushido be out here, man.
Yo, you
Let
out
him
here.
dream.
He wildin'. All right, so next one. So Bonnie tells everyone that she's going to head off to Vegapunk after she finds some weapons. But then Luffy notices the bear. Luffy then uses Future Sight and says the bear is going to run at them, which he does. We see the bear is actually a policeman pacifista that resembles Kuma, aka Puma. The Puma identifies them as thieves for not paying for their clothing and shoots a laser beam at them. Bonnie has this like face of shock, but also like of disbelief. Luffy decides to fight back, and as soon as he does, Bonnie kicks him in the face. Puma shoots another beam at them. Luffy complains about Bonnie kicking him. Bonnie then starts to cry and says, "That's my daddy." Don't clip that. Everyone is in disbelief. She then begs them not to hurt Daddy. Yo, I can't. I'm Dad.
you don't gotta quote it, bro.
Yo, I'm quoting it, bro.
It's called paraphrasing,
Nah, bro. We see a memory of young Kuma holding a child Bonnie, and then Luffy tells her to run as that Puma blows away a piece of the island. What were your thoughts on this part of the chapter, Lawrence? Oh, no, we did Lawrence last time. Lionel, first.
Wait, I went first.
Yeah, he went first
Did you?
last time.
All right, Lawrence.
Getting the twins mixed up.
Yeah,
bro.
right?
I always do.
do.
It's been years.
So, to me, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna share with you. I was like, come on, Bonnie. You know that's not your dad. Because you literally just see your dad at Mary Jo's. Like, that was
So
your
you're telling
father.
me if you saw a robot pacifista of Pops and he just was just going off, you gonna kill that robot?
He disrespected my father.
Right.
You know that's because I know that's not
You know
really
he
him.
lying, right? You gotta hesitate.
Nate, forgive
You
me
gotta
for being
hesitate.
forgive me for being logically
How many
sound.
times has she seen Kuma?
But since
He's been a pacifista.
But she's seen the real one. She's seen at Mary Jo's. That was the real one.
She doesn't. I don't think she knew. All right, but keep going, Lawrence. My bad.
Yeah. No, so to me, like pretty much, and it had me dying. It's getting off the how like they broke it out. For provision thief and stealing clothes, right? But the property damage you're doing well exceeds what they took. Even though it is Bonnie and Luffy, they probably ate thousands of dollars worth of food.
Yo, Lawrence, they said, you ever seen that video where the guy was like, "Daddy, chill."
What the hell is even that?
Yeah. That's what I said in the chat. He said, "Daddy, chill." All right, keep going, Lawrence.
Oh my goodness. but yeah, I just said how I laughed at how they and also too, it made me laugh because for both those things, there was no way they would hit towards a charge. You know? No way to charge for food and for the clothing.
We don't have
Yeah, because
we don't know.
you bumped. Where are you gonna pay? You bumped into it and it came out.
They probably have like some type of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it could be like an existing.
Like you
thing
have a
where
card like at Dave & Buster's and you just swipe, and they didn't do that.
I
But
guess.
it still gave him clothes, so I don't get it.
Yeah, it gave him because it gave him clothes and food, and then you're gonna apprehend people. And then I feel like the beams were made stronger to me. I feel like there's like, especially the second one. I feel like these are bigger than what we've seen before. You know, am I tripping,
Vegapunk, bro?
From like pre-time skip?
Yeah.
Like he increased their power somehow, which is pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure he mimicked Kizaru. So how did he enhance Kizaru's already like light beam? Shows Vegapunk. It's showing like what the technology he's showing us. It's like he's really getting really in advance, and it's dope. Thank you.
Thank you.
Telling you, take him out.
Like and I think this is just a little bit. I mean, this is his home island, so I mean his line of operation. So we should probably see a lot more. But like we're gonna see. I want to see the 500 years. Even though we're seeing a little bit, I want to see the full extent.
Yeah.
The 500 years in advance mind and technology that he has. But yeah, what's going on with you guys? Oh, real quick, do y'all think she used hockey to hit Luffy?
1,000%.
Yeah, you think she hurt him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lionel?
About that last remark, I don't know. I mean, did Luffy didn't really seem like he got hurt by it that much? Looked like he noticed that she stopped him, but whatever. But actually, this right here actually started to make me think of how old is Bonnie? Because her reaction, she literally broke down.
Yeah, she went back to a little kid.
Yeah, like she started calling him like that's my daddy. And literally, you hear that from a little girl. Like I'm not trying to get weird, but like again, and it actually might goes into like Kuma actually being a good father. Like he was actually there, and the relationship they have, she wrote back of her childhood with her father. You know, and he was holding her up and stuff. And now, like she's very clearly upset that the person that I once knew is somebody that I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so like she probably knows that's not her father, but just seeing his face, she literally broke down and became like you know, a little child again. So just like we're gonna maybe just think how old Bonnie is, but like it could be just he really had a good.
Thank you.
They just had like a really good like you know relationship between father and daughter. I thought it was hilarious. The same thing with Lawrence with like they started started attacking the Straw Hats and Bonnie because they didn't pay for food and clothing, and how it legit seemed like it was free. Like there was no money sign, nowhere to pay, nothing. It was literally a vending machine where you had food and clothing, and anybody could just take whatever
The
you want.
machine took Bonnie's clothes off for her.
Yeah. It's like there's no reference or anything that shows like a money sign, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
And the police are like, nah, you guys are stealing.
Yeah.
So I thought that was hilarious, and I still find that Luffy's still eating. Like he got blown up and everything, full, just to eat another piece of meat and chicken. Like,
Pizza.
I mean pizza. So I'm just like, yo, like I thought this whole thing was hilarious. I thought this Kuma police actually looked dope. Like,
Yeah,
like
it
I
was
thought
dope.
it was just like it fit like
Did
a lot.
you guys get a RoboCop?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Kinda-
I got something completely different.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It reminds me of something RoboCop a little bit, but something different. But it's on the top of my head, but I can't. Really
I got you,
make it
bro.
out.
I'll let you know.
Real? No.
Anything?
But yeah, that's my takes on it.
All right, Seb?
A couple things. One, that kick that she did on Luffy, bro, like that's not a regular kick. She
No, that was
full on roundhouse flip reverse kicked this man in the face, and that looked great.
That was martial
Sanji-like.
arts ability.
Yeah, that was pretty Sanji like. But I'll keep it brief. That panel of Bonnie crying was just excellently drawn to me. I really like that a lot.
I said that same thing when I reacted to it.
Yeah, bro, it looks so good.
Gantz-like.
Yeah, man, it was dark, and like Lionel pointed out already. Something I want to bring out is like we don't know how old Bonnie really is, so we don't know how well she's like actually been able to deal with the traumas that that's befallen her with her dad. Like if she's really young, like maybe say she's like actually like 7 years old or something, 8 years old, like. She's still processing this like a child.
And she got that armament hockey at that age.
Listen, hey,
I'm just saying, bro.
Kuma her dad, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that emotional moment, and I did want to say this because it was something that Javerse pointed out on Discord. Bonnie already a better next Nakama candidate than Yamato was, man. Already 3 chapters. 3 chapters, all it took.
I was waiting for him to say
All it took, bro. That's it. But that was a great panel. They definitely tweaking with the amount of damage they trying to do for this petty theft. Like, they barely took anything. This dude set off 3 beams and destroyed a part of the island over here. Like, what are you doing? But seriously, just that distraughtness on Bonnie's face from Like the second she saw Kuma to the point where they showed her crying, and the flashback of Kuma as a dad holding her, like that just all was really good to me. That's the One Piece that I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
What were you gonna say, Lawrence?
I was gonna say I just keep forgetting to mention some points. Just that I think it's interesting that she said he's my only family.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm bringing that up is because who the heck is Connie?
Probably Kuma's mom.
Right?
She's probably dead.
But like she's because Bonnie posed as Connie at Mary Jo's when she saw her real father. They address her as Queen Connie of their kingdom, and she's an old lady, right? So I'm guessing Kuma maybe should be older, and the whole experience didn't age him, right? But old lady. Then maybe also think of maybe Connie while her father was away, posed as the queen. Their mother died young. Posed the whole time she's repping as the queen. She ate the ability and then aged herself to pose as the queen. Because my only family means that you have no mother. The only person you have in your family is Kuma. So like then who the heck is Connie? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's either your mom or that's Bonnie's false identity as posing as the queen after her father left to keep the kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yo, Kuma looked like M. Bison, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And that looks really dope. And
Yeah.
I love like the Tron vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
keep getting. And then Luffy spamming Future Sight like effortlessly now. It's like, bro, come on. I will say that the panel with Bonnie and Kuma in their younger days made me look at his outfit, and I'm like, yo, was he a revolutionary then? And if so, how deep into the organization was he? I feel like that's the Kuma that everybody knows, and that's the Kuma that's so dangerous. But then again, it's like, let's say like they were in their kingdom still. He doesn't look like a tyrant. He looks actually kind of like a good father who's pretty peaceful. So to me, I'm like, yo, bet. But I just don't see that. Like that Kuma right there in that Pat's flashback looks nothing like Kuma that showed up on Thriller Bark.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Nothing.
he looks insanely different. Like it makes me think, did he also have his pawpaw fruit right then and there? Because I don't think he can I know he could probably hold.
He can probably hold it.
But
Yeah,
he
but
was
he
holding
wears
his
gloves.
book.
He always wears gloves.
Yeah, but he always
Yeah,
wears his
gloves on.
He always wears gloves on,
I
yeah.
assume he has complete control over that, though. It's not just like instant no matter what. You know?
I don't know.
Can't eat food or nothing. You know what you're talking
But
about?
that's why he wears gloves.
Yeah, he wears
So
gloves.
he's not wearing gloves there either. So I'm like, yo, there's so many things about that one panel that I was like, yo, not only is Bonnie drawn extremely well, which is crazy because Oda just likes to draw females crying really good because he did it with Hiyori not too long ago. Like the details of the sadness is like very appreciative in my aspects of like viewing art.
Yeah, he captures the moment.
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
well
he
with his
captures
drawing.
it so well. And the
Oh,
only
man.
other person I've been able to say that does that to that degree was the guy who created Gantz. Like he just creates like these guys who just cry in every pore of their face.
Yeah.
Other than that, yo, that pacifista was wilding out, bro.
I will say though, real quick, just the tyrant that was referred to him as a pirate, not a king.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yo, I got one thing to continue the video game theme, and then we can move on or whatever if you have more to say.
No.
Bonnie is totally that character that like somebody that they love got bit by a zombie and she can't deal with it right, bro, and you got to take both of them out. You know what I'm saying? She that weak link, bro. Because she saw Kuma, who clearly not Kuma, like Laura said, and she having this reaction. She not dealing with the zombie apocalypse well, bro.
Yeah.
But
Also goes to Oda not putting women in strong positions. That's all I wanted to say.
no comment, bro.
All right.
No comment.
Maybe some women should be stronger.
No
But,
comment.
okay.
I was gonna bring out. Doesn't Kuma's hands look kind of bruised up a little bit to you?
I mean, he's playing with his child, bro.
No, but like you see marks on it, like they got.
He's probably talking like revolutionary look. He probably came back from fighting.
Yeah.
Came to see his daughter. Yo, I think he struck a deal with Vegapunk to save probably his daughter.
Bro, we'll find out soon.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
like I was talking to Lawrence, like the fact that he's from a kingdom, the fact that he's a pirate in the Shichibukai, and the fact he's a revolutionary, like that's a lot.
Yeah.
Listen,
There's a lot.
We've gone over probably every possible theory about this. We're gonna find out soon. Let's hit those super chats.
Yeah, real quick, before I get into them, there was one comment by SGG, who was late again, by the way. He said, Daddy's belt got upgraded to laser. Stupid, yo. Oh, man, but we got a $5 super chat from Mr. Bushido. Bushido, man, what's up?
Thank you again, Bushido.
It says, Luffy learned Bonnie's name this chapter. Usually he just sticks with his incorrect, like, Cha guy. Like, like Law's nickname. 2, Doc Q can understand stronger what's up with that. We'll get to that latter part later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But I think that was consistent before, right? Couldn't you understand stronger before?
I didn't understand it. No, I didn't even notice that.
But thanks so much, Bushido. We got a $5 super chat from Ozzy Phenom. It says, we need a video of Buggy screaming his name and clip Larry saying that it's my daddy.
Yo, if y'all do that, I'm banning everybody. Everybody's getting banned. I don't care. Everybody.
Someone get on it. And then they were talking about clipping that.
Oz, what's wrong with you, bro? You did leg day today or not, bro?
Every day is leg day for Oz. They were talking
say Oz thick?
I ain't say that.
All right, bro. Go ahead, bro.
We got a $2 super chat from Oz. It says it's already done. I believe this is in reference to them saying that they were going to clip your "That's my daddy" moment.
It's already done.
It's already done, bro. Oh, man.
Yeah, you're laughing too hard, bro. Too hard.
And then we got another super chat from Celestial Donkey.
Celestial Donkey,
Yo,
thank
dude,
you.
$20. It says clip Larry saying Daddy watched it over again, laughed so hard.
Dude, y'all got issues. Y'all mentally ill, man. Is that it?
I love it. I think that's it for now.
All right. So, Marv, we're going to do this, and then we'll do the sponsor after, okay? So, all right. Now we see a ship firing at the water. Turns out Law and crew are being hunted and have a hole in their submarine. To our shock, Law has swapped genders, and so have most of their crew, which his crew is now in love with Law. Law mentions that in his fight with Big Mom and Kaido, he's learned that Haki could break through Devil Fruit abilities. So he turns back to a man. The submarine has come to surface level. We then see Doc Q, and he mentions that Law broke through his disease. Doc Q is listed as a Devil Fruit user with the sick fruit. Then we see Van Augur, and he tells Burgess he's moving them to the island. It's stated Van Augur has the warp fruit. Burgess says okay, and Law's crew notices someone up ahead on the island. Then we see Burgess lift an entire mountain to throw at Law and his crew. It's then stated that Burgess has the strong fruit. Law notices all their abilities and mentions that's why the Blackbeard Pirates' bounties keep rising. Burgess throws the mountain, and then Law says room. What did you guys think about all these reveals? Sebastian.
You know me, man. Anytime my boy Blackbeard and his crew show up on screen, they on demon time, and I love it. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Blackbeard Pirate fan. The Law gender bender thing that caught me so off guard. I was not ready to see that. I noticed that the attack that Blackbeard, I think, landed, it had some black lightning. Is that potentially something right? No, I mean, no? I don't know.
No. I would the same thing, but it kind of looks like something more.
Yeah.
Yo, it kind of looks like leakage.
It might be leakage.
It might be leakage. If we don't know what leakage means.
Listen. You already know.
I was looking at that too. And I was like, "Yo, that looks like." But because
like the
black lightning looks different. I'm gonna let you finish. I was like, it looks like Conqueror's leakage.
Yeah. But I do say Black Lightning does look similar, but it's thinner. But the only one that looked as like close to leakage would be Uti's headbutt, which he did on Usopp.
Because there's two. There's one there and there's one up top.
Yeah.
But,
man.
Go ahead.
That was cool. The crew being in love with Law was funny. Beppo being a girl was funny. But shout out to Law, yo. He straight flexed out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, yo,
he said, yeah.
Yo, somebody pointed out in Larry's live stream reaction. I didn't get to join live, but I got to watch after the fact. Somebody said that Otis said turning into a woman is a disease. I was like, damn.
Stupid.
That was funny.
Yo,
as
y'all be
hell.
thinking I be lying, bro. That's our problem, bro. I be telling y'all, yo,
Oh
the signs
my
is there,
God.
bro.
Yo,
You don't be treating women right.
that was so funny, man.
Thank you.
I love to see, the Blackbeard Pirates getting these reveals with their devil fruits.
It's about time.
It is about time. It's been a while, bro. They got to start being the reason. Doc Q talking about feminist disease was funny. Van Auger with the struggle beard. y'all like that? I don't know if I like that.
did.
Yo.
He looks
I did.
weird.
He
I
look
like
weird.
it.
I like clean cut Van Auger better, man. Burgess lifted the mountain. That was epic because Burgess has been to me the weakest showing for any of the Blackbeard Pirates to this date. For him to finally do something and he lifted a mountain like it was nothing. Thought that was cool. I noticed he got the Mankind mask on. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Dude, Sabo bodied his face, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But another shout out, you know what I mean? I know you just caught the W with the hockey breaking through a devil fruit. But you took another L here, Larry, because we tried to tell you this is why their values was going up. They hunted devil fruits. You ain't want to listen.
Okay.
You ain't want to listen. But that's it.
I'm
That's all
glad
right.
you're done, Lawrence.
Okay, yeah. So Sebastian already called it out, but the attack where it looked like either Black Lightning or Supreme Hockey leakage, and I guess we'll find out maybe if it is because the question was does Blackbeard, is he a Supreme Hockey user? Does he have that? And this one, the attack may be in because it's affecting the ship so much that they're sinking and they have a bunch of holes in their ship. So. And I like to give a shout out to I can't believe Blackbeard still has those logs that he had when he didn't even have a ship yet.
Yeah.
On the side of his ship, remember the end of that little raft he was on?
Yeah.
He has a bigger version of those logs. I'm like, really, bro? Why is that on your ship? But Blackbeard's hilarious for that. And shout out to I liked how, for example, I'm gonna now go to moving on. So it threw me off that Law was a woman. And I was trying to think, who the heck has that ability? I was like, Ivankov is not here. Why would he be here? What's going on here? So I had to read going on. So found out that because I don't believe Doc Q had that ability at all before, right? So this is new to him, correct?
No, he's had it.
He's always had that disease. 'Cause I know he's always been a doctor, but he's
You have to speculate he had it because when he got introduced, he was sick.
okay. That makes sense. Yeah, 'cause I
And the horse
started
was
to
sick.
Right. Okay. So, but this one right here, I love it. They're showing that Law doing this is because it's showing again that he's learning from his fights, especially the fights with the Yonko, right?
Yeah.
We just seen Luffy learn how to use Conqueror's coding. How? Through the fight with the Yonko doing that. Law couldn't move Big Mom or Kaido because their Haki was emitting so strong that he couldn't move them. So Law just thinking about it. Yo, if I use a tense amount of Haki, I can negate or stop people's abilities. Right?
Yeah.
And that goes again to what we saw even Conqueror's using stopping Green Bull, right? So we see how much an effect hockey has on people's abilities, right? To even shut it down. And that goes into even more, because I remember, just to add just little side notes, that could speak to even Ball Hancock's ability, not turning into stone or not being affected by it. Because I even thought too, when I first saw Bonnie's, for example, back pre-time skip, so I thought, so Whitebeard would just turn into a little kid to her? But obviously now with his extreme hockey, he could stop that completely. So it makes sense. So showing again what Kaido said, hockey is the true power. That's in a way, the end all be all, where you could literally change a lot of things with hockey. And Law learning that is great. He's showing that how much he's growing and that he's that how much hockey he has, that he's able to turn off abilities that be effective because that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. So I like that look for Law, him just willing out of it, using hockey. And now moving on to Burgess, how he was trying to get the fire fruit before, and now he got this bit. Honestly, my speculation with this ability, because I was thinking in my head, the superhuman strength, that was pre-time skip. Zoro and Luffy, the others were showing superhuman strength before the New World,
Yeah.
So I was thinking, why is this better? But if I'm thinking advance on it, because it's an ability-wise, strong fruit, what if this has Superman or All Might potential, in that ability-wise?
Yeah, that makes sense.
One Punch Man. So, because it has to be stronger than what we already seen, because there'll be no point of it.
Yeah.
But if you could keep growing in that aspect, like an All Might or Superman's ability, that makes this ability really, really strong, or Hawks,
Yeah.
He effortlessly lifted that mountain and threw
Exactly.
it down.
It was probably nothing to him. So and it fits him too, like because he is like a probably just a brawler that way, and he focused on using his mic because that's what he is. So I like that in that ability, and we seeing how all of them just keep getting abilities. Right now, the only ones we don't know to have an ability is Visco Shot, Corrupt King, and Swan Song Wolf. Those are the ones we don't know.
Say Swan Song.
Wan Song. It's like Wan Song. Song Wan. Wonton. No.
It does sound Asian.
But yeah.
San Juan is Hispanic.
Anything else, Law?
It sounds Asian.
No, that's all I can think of for now. But yeah.
Okay.
Good thing.
Lionel?
You guys said quite a few things I wanted to say, but I actually thought of like pretty much what Law did with Blackbeard with Q's ability, and I was thinking of that kind of made me think of Doflamingo again, like when he got turned into ice, and we thought like was it that his ability that's turned that he got out of it, or was it his hockey? Then I started thinking of, and I got even deeper, and I started thinking, and I started thinking of Blackbeard's ability. Do you think it's possible that, Blackbeard's ability, that he can at least stop your ability from happening when he touches you?
Yeah.
Do you think if you put enough hockey that you could prevent that from happening?
Absolutely.
That you could still use your ability with your hockey?
Yes.
And I started thinking, like that is beast. Like
No, that was obvious.
No, I never thought that at once.
Shanks proved it.
When?
Against Akainu.
No. What?
He didn't burn his sword.
Shanks doesn't have an ability though.
No, he stopped
his
Akainu's ability.
No, I'm talking about like, for instance, like I'm saying, like Law said, just prove that if you use your ability on me, that I could reverse it.
Yeah.
Like we never saw that before. Like legit, Law turned into a woman that he really, with a strong hockey, turned himself back. We never saw that before. That's
true.
my point. I'm saying like we saw Blackbeard touch Ace monetarily. Ace couldn't use his ability at all. I'm talking about regardless, like you just putting enough hockey inside your body that even though I have an ability, I could prevent you from taking away my ability prematurely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like enough hockey cannot stop that. Like that's the point I'm talking about. Like, and I'm thinking, that shows again, like, because we always question pretty much like why did Virgo get caught by Law, even though he had a whole bunch of hockey. But the Law is showing that there's a difference between covering yourself with hockey than focusing your hockey, intensifying it to a point on a certain attack. Because, like, for instance, we could think the Yonko could intensify their hockey, or their hockey just that strong in general. Because I don't know if they had to focus. To me, the Yonko's hockey was just that strong, they didn't have to focus. Well, Law, his hockey is strong, but it's not on a Yonko level.
You have to admit it, though,
he had to focus on it.
You have to admit it, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But I'm talking about, like, to me, I feel like the Yonko in general, like, they don't need to focus their hockey that much on ability or whatever, not to be moved. They're just like, no, we're just this strong and beast.
Yeah.
But Law showing us that since you're not on that level, if you just focus enough, because Law was, even though he focused, he was struggling. He had to fight hard to turn back to a regular
he's not
man.
a great hockey user, so.
And that's why I was questioning, like, hockey in general, right? Pretty much, what does it take? Because again, Virgo got cut. So to me, it's like Virgo full body is hockey. If he focused enough, would he not get cut by Law?
No, his hockey just wasn't strong enough.
I don't know, because like
there is no I don't know.
No,
That's the Yonko already proved it.
Yeah, but the thing is, again, for instance, Doflamingo got moved, but who has stronger hockey, Law or Doflamingo?
Doflamingo.
Yeah, but he got moved by Law.
Yo, that's okay. But there's certain abilities that aren't being able to be used on particular characters. Yeah, his ability might just work once in a while, but like it's not gonna just work all the time. It depends on like that person's hockey usage and how much they use, and are they just starting out from the get?
I think you have to focus.
No, that's what I'm saying. You have to admit it. You have to be admitting your hockey.
The point is, if you're at a certain level in the show, and you're talking about top tiers, no matter what, that emitting thing doesn't matter. You're just gonna have the hockey levels to produce, whereas Sugar can't just turn you into a toy if she touches you. That's the hockey levels we're talking about. We're not just talking about,
You would break out of it even if you got turned.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that I feel like that's obvious.
But again, I really hope that's possible, that if you could have hockey to stop Blackbeard's ability from stopping your ability. That, to me, I feel like that would be pretty impressive. Because I don't know if that's even possible yet.
Again, what Kaido said held true.
But But honestly, I started thinking of like some of the fights that we're gonna see for the future with the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Yo, Lionel, chill out. A video dropping.
All right, fine. Fine.
Yeah. Are you done?
Yeah, bashing me. I don't want to take his spot.
All right. So Blackbeard's ship is terrible looking. I don't know why is it just a bunch of logs put together still to resemble what happened in Jaya, but like, bro, I heard people being like, yo, that ship is fire because he never changed. No, the dude just terrible because he can't get a real ship.
Blackbeard never switched up.
And I was just like, yo, that's retarded. All right, for the Zap thing, the only thing I could say is that if Blackbeard truly has Conqueror's Haki, don't know how it happened, but he threw a cannonball because nothing else would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So has he been ever shown to be throwing cannonballs using Conqueror's coding? No. So I can't give that to him.
You don't think the Quake could have did that?
No, it's not a Quake-looking attack. It literally looks like a huge splash.
We don't know.
No, bro. I was bricking down, and then I got bricked back up when I saw Law. Alright? So,
You're stupid.
when the hockey thing got introduced, I love that was said because this is what I've been saying for so long, that devil fruits literally can be negated if so. It just takes a certain type of hockey. Yeah. When we get to a certain level, hockey is everything. Like, you can't be top tier if you don't have hockey. That's just it. No, it doesn't matter what devil fruit you have.
I agree.
We'll get back to that later, though.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the fact that Doc Q had the sick fruit. I mean, the dude could just give somebody cancer, and that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And you have to have enough hockey to just do that. So now he could just create, like, plagues. And I thought about the fights, which I won't mention because Seb just said it. But Van Augur having the warp fruit made me think of the instant transmission Kamehameha. But being able to like shoot from the air, from the seas, right before he touches the water, he could probably like just keep splurting around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know how the hell, because we all know he's facing Usopp. That doesn't need to.
It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know how the hell Usopp is going to beat him because Usopp is terrible. He's not even, I still don't even know if he could beat Van Ogre pre-time skip.
No.
I will say that. I will say
that
that Burgess being at this point where he's like throwing, like he's getting kind of like a reintroduction because of Devil Fruit. He's throwing a mountain.
Yeah.
He did that when we first saw them on Jaya. He threw a house.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
So just to see like the levels of difference now in his strength is dope. And then Law doing room to have everybody escape. Again, Devil Fruits are gonna make your bounties go up. What you're doing that's a threat to the government will make your bounties go up.
Yeah.
But necessarily it's not always power. Now I will get back to that, but we'll get to the last question before we start taking calls. But other than that, we do have some super chats, and then we're gonna do the sponsor. Marv. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple super chats sitting. You guys are hilarious in the chat, by the way. I've been reading. It says, knowing Law was a man. Oh, we got a $5 super chat from Dan DeMan. Dan is the man, by the way.
Thank you, Dan.
I can't with you.
It says, knowing Law was a man, now 100% female. Y'all smashing. Laughing my ass off.
Let me look at him again.
It's a dude, bro. Come on.
Nah, bro, I wouldn't be able to. Also, Law looked just like what Robin would look like as a like Oda drew Robin in an SBS. Like if she was a Shichibukai, she would be Law.
It would be a
That's
no.
what it looked like.
I'd say no.
It's a no for me, bro.
Yeah.
No, like nah. I do also thought it was kind of funny that he when the Shichibukai when he had all of the women, like this looks exactly like the picture that what Law looks like.
Yeah.
Like how Kid looks like as a woman.
Yeah.
Like, so like if they turn to a woman, they're probably gonna look like exactly what Oda drew if they were women.
Yeah.
But no.
So I would have put Trafalgar Water Double D Law.
I can't.
I think it was Taku. I don't know if it was Taku.
No, it was Super Gaming.
Oh man, we got a $3 super chat from Shandi Wandi. It says
Thank
Law
you.
best girl in the series. I can't agree with that.
Stop.
Can't agree with that. Check back a couple
They
episodes.
said, yo, Doc Q should have hit Kiku with that disease.
She'd love that. We got a subscription to Shichibukai.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Ace D. Thank you.
We got another $10 super chat from
Celestial
Celestial Donkey. Appreciate you, man. It says, yo, Larry, B, I don't know how I feel when he saw Law during live react, but I swear I heard something hit the Larry was acting up.
They were making me act up.
Yeah, about to make me act up.
And then we got another $50 super chat from Joy Boy Mark, our
Joy
guy.
Boy Mark, thank you so much.
Appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
you, thank you.
It says, do you guys think Blackbeard has his third devil fruit yet? And do you think Law can take on Blackbeard and crew by himself? Because his crew ain't doing nothing.
His crew ain't doing nothing, but that last question is literally the last page. We're going to answer
Yes.
that. Literally, we're going to answer that in depth.
Do y'all want to answer the first part of the question? Or is that part of the question too, the third devil fruit thing?
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
should all leave that
Okay.
for the end. Yeah. Because that's going to tie into everything, I'm pretty sure.
Hang on, Mark. We gonna get to you. And then we got a $10 super chat from Chef D Rasta. It says,
Wagwan.
"Happy 70th episode, guys.
Thank you.
Love all the new content. Keep up the great work. Now that Van Auger has this sweet warp fruit, what kind of power up was Usopp gonna need if he was to fight him in the final battle?"
Everything.
Yo, he needs a lot.
He
bro.
needs courage. Like, we got to start basic.
We need the return of Soga King.
The honesty,
That's
he
what
needs
we
to start
need.
getting these Luffy power ups.
He gotta go to Sniper Island.
word.
No,
He's
gonna
gonna have to
need
go to
powers.
Sniper Island, bro.
Yo, you gotta get
You
trained
know,
by
he
his
might get
dad.
some power from Vegapunk.
Maybe Vegapunk,
Yeah.
maybe
Trained by his
something
dad.
Like Elboss potentially, maybe.
Trained by his dad or
know?
something.
He need hope.
Yo, he need a lot.
You need a lot, bro.
Like, it's dang.
We got another $5 super chat from Red Haired Shanktum. It says, "Sup boys, missed the beginning of the show because of work, but had to pop on to say hashtag Larry has fire takes."
Hey, there you go.
Red Hair Shanks had a bad take though.
You see how he do you?
No,
You see how he do you?
hold on.
You see how he do you?
He asked us a question in Discord, and he wants to know where Ace would be if he never like passed away. And then I was like, yo, he'd probably be like Sabo level, but not as strong as Sabo, like right now. And then he was like, nah, I think he would be like Shanks level. And I was like, all right, bro. So let's go to the next one.
And then we got a $20 super chat from Joy Boy Mark.
Joy Boy
again.
Mark again. Let's go.
It says, "In a shootout, I take Usopp all the way. Van ain't got nothing on him."
Did we not see what he did pre-time skip? Like, the dude wasn't even in sight, and he shot 3 birds.
Usopp just not even barely reaching that now on Dressrosa. Because I'm pretty sure with Vanguard, it was still farther, right?
Yeah.
Like, and also, Usopp's not shooting as fast as his bullets.
No.
As fast as he's shooting.
Go back,
That's the
bro.
last one.
Oh, that was the last one?
Yeah.
No, didn't we get something else?
Oh, that's it.
All right. Marv, hit that sponsor. And guys, don't forget to like the video. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Have you been struggling lately? Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, difficulty with a relationship, or just struggling from low self-esteem. Listen, I've been there. We've been there. If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. Talk to your therapist in a private, online environment at your own convenience. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire, simple as that, to help assess your specific needs. And then you get matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Then you schedule a secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is completely confidential. I happened to sign up at one point regarding my confidence issues. Next thing you know, my confidence issues are not issues anymore. I'm doing pretty well in that area. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime. Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. Special offer goes out to all that OnePiece Talk listeners. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
Yo, Larry, hurry up, bro.
I'm back, bro. Am I late?
Nah, you just on time.
Nah, you on time, man. But real quick, there was actually a super chat that we got last week that we forgot.
Oh,
We
the
did
show
get
started.
that. Yeah, bro, we
Oh.
back. That's what I'm
Did I make it in time?
Yeah.
I'll-
You just
right,
made it.
right,
You just
right.
made it.
Yeah, there was actually a super chat that we weren't able to get to last week, so we wanted to read it now. Hopefully, MC Lighten is still in the chat, or it might be Mick Lighten. I don't know. But it says, do you think Vegapunk is the man marked by flames? I say no.
No.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
That's a dope theory, though,
Yeah,
but
it is.
I don't.
That's like giving Kid credit, and we can't do that.
I just don't think you would call him man marked by flames.
Yeah.
Vegapunk is a very known name.
Exactly.
And I kind of feel like this person marked by fame is expected to be strong.
Yeah.
I don't think Vegapunk's a fighter.
Okay.
That's a good theory, though.
All right. Do we have any?
We got a couple more coming in when you were in the bathroom.
How
From
many?
while we were on break. Like 3.
All right. Let's do them real quick so we can get this calls in.
All right, another $10 super chat from Celestial Donkey. It says, Usopp just getting Conqueror's Hockey and knocking everyone out, bro.
I would drop the show. I wouldn't even finish One Piece, bro.
I think there is an avenue for Usopp to get Conqueror's Hockey.
Of
I don't
course you
think
do,
he's
because
knocking everyone out.
you're crazy.
Dude, people need to understand what Conqueror's Hockey is. And
Yeah.
Usopp's not it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this one?
We got a $5 super chat from Red Hair Shankton. Thanks again. It says, Larry also compared Ace to Marco in that conversation. Who's wildin' now?
Wait, what?
Listen.
They was arguing on
Listen.
Discord.
You
Listen.
disrespecting Ace, bro?
No, I'm not disrespecting Ace. I was actually giving Ace credit and giving Marco credit. But
I don't
go.
remember what he said. We got a $5 super chat from Joy Boy Mark.
Thank you,
So
both of
much,
you guys.
man.
Thank you.
It says, remember Annie's lobby on the bridge? He's using a slingshot as well. Imagine him using a gun. Gun Usopp would be dope, but I don't think we get
He
it.
never using a gun.
You don't need it, yo. Van Ogre is like that, yo.
Usopp gonna throw rocks before he uses a gun. All right, so finally, Blackbeard makes his appearance, and he's apparently jumped onto Doc Q and his horse, Stronger, who's now been revealed to have eaten the mythical Zoan devil fruit Pegasus. Law asks why he's here. Blackbeard states he knew either Luffy, Kid, or Law was going to sail to this island from Wano. Doc Q begs Blackbeard to get off of him. Blackbeard commends Law for having Big Mom and Kaido fall. Then Blackbeard states that of course Kaido would have one, but how many has Law found? He'll take all of Law's road poneglyphs. Law smiles back and says, same back to you, winner takes all. Tell me your thoughts on the situation, Lawrence.
Honestly, I think it's dope that we're seeing this fight, but I have a few like in my head things about it. I love Law's reaction to it, like, all right, yeah, let's do this, winner take all, like pretty much, you know. The whole thing is like I just feel like similar repeat to Ace vs Blackbeard. We have Law as a similar character to Ace, tragic backstory, and he's a D, right? Mm-hmm. And we have a battle of two Ds, and Law just got to have a crazy battle. And now he's about to fight Blackbeard, who just powered up with 2 abilities. And I'm looking like, and the main thing is like the situation that Law is in, because I feel like he keeps finding himself in these situations. And also too is like it's not Law, the Law and the Heart Pirates against Blackbeard Pirates. It's Law against the entirety of Blackbeard Pirates because his crew has, and that's another thing I similar to Ace because both of them too was like Ace was just him and that was it. His crew was kind of like weak. Law is just him. His crew's kind of like weak. And so the only thing is that Ace was fighting Blackbeard 1-on-1. This is an all-out between pirate crews against pirate crews, you know? So Law's at a highly disadvantage here, and I don't know how it's going to end this because I don't like looking at it from this angle, but I don't see Blackbeard losing. He's going to get what he wants, especially he's going to battle for Luffy later on. I don't see Law winning this fight, but I don't see Law dying either. I actually kind of see Law taking something from Blackbeard while losing. Like, whatever Blackbeard has, it could be a pony gift or whatever he has. I feel like Law's probably going to lose, but I feel like he takes something from Blackbeard. Like, I'm leaving here with something. I'm leaving here with something, you know? I'm putting it all on the line because maybe Law has a newfound confidence because he just woke in his ability, and now he got more mature. He grew with the duration with his ability. So not only he increased his stamina, awakened his ability, and his hockey got way stronger. So he's on a high right now. Like I just took down 2 Yonkos with my alliance. So right now he's full of confidence going into this battle. He's still going to lose, but I think he's going to put up a good enough fight to hopefully we see it. And by this we're seeing more of what Law can do and what Blackbeard can do, because we still want to see how strong Blackbeard is. And this will be a real credit to Blackbeard as a credible dub to him, because he doesn't have many.
Is it?
Yeah, to me, Law.
Jump the shit out of
Oh, Lawrence Waller.
What are you talking about, bro? Ain't no ones, bro.
Keep going, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So I just like how but the thing is like I just very soon back to like I see another Luffy Law Ace versus Blackbeard, but I think it's going to be different because I think it's going to be dragged out more. And like I said, what the whole theory is about Law's hockey. He has potentials where it's not a complete. I'm gonna say this right now. You might think I'm lying, but Law has a potential of beating Blackbeard 1-on-1 even too, right? With his ability wise, because we're also going to see like for him to stop Law's ability, he has to count on his hockey, not his ability. Because how's he gonna unless he makes his room? You do think his darkness is gonna suck away his room? I'm not sure.
It probably could. I'm gonna be honest with
You think?
You're walling. But keep going.
So anyway, like pretty much like yeah. So I think with Law's ability wise, his matchup, like he's gonna be able to have to, where Blackbeard's gonna have to use his hockey to compete with Law.
Okay.
So yeah.
Finish.
Yeah.
Lionel?
I actually want to tie in what Lauren said with
What's
the
up with your throat, bro?
I don't know. I don't
What's
drink
up,
enough
man?
water.
Let me look in there, bro.
Don't get weird, bro. Don't get weird. All right. But no, I actually thought like what you said with the Ace thing, and I found out like really we have the same exact people who were there with Blackbeard when he faced Ace. Doc Q, Pages Burgess, and Voger. They're the same ones who were with Blackbeard.
No, Lafette was there too.
I don't know. I
No,
think
he wasn't.
He was
went
at the
to go to Mary Jo.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was not there.
I thought he
Was
was there too. No, I thought he was there too, but I think he was at the Marine George talked to because he wanted to become a Shichibu guy. So Luffy went to go tell the world government pretty much Blackbeard's gonna take out Luffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. I find it like they couldn't touch Ace at all because Ace is Logia fruit, but Ace would be stronger than them anyway. But they actually majority of them probably have hockey now. So I feel like this fight's really. And I thought it was also interesting, like somebody had some theories about it kind of being reversed, how this happened, like this set off the way for the Marineford War. Well, this is really right after a big giant war from Wano, and now we're having again Blackbeard fighting another, like Lawrence said, another D Law. Well, he did the same thing with Ace, which triggered a war.
Another Luffy brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking that's actually kind of again the same people, same like same type of dramatic instance that. What's gonna happen? Like,
And to add to the real quick line too, like you mentioned, Beidou's throwing the house. Ace threw his fire, burnt it up. He threw this giant mountain. Law used his ability to cut it up, or so it's like very simply showing the Ace and Blackbeard fight, the Law and Blackbeard fight.
and then it's also reversed that Ace was going after Blackbeard. Blackbeard was going after Law, Kid, or Luffy. So like again, it's literally the same thing but a little reversed a little bit. I think this fight is going to be a little crazy because now it's like Law's kind of competing with something that his own biddy could do. That I don't know who that is, but pretty much Van Ogre could warp people. Law could do shambles. Like now he's actually fighting someone that has something similar. Like now Jesus Burgess could be in his face out of nowhere, or Blackbeard could be in Law's face. Whether Law's gonna be quick enough to do shambles to reverse it back, or can get himself out of there. So like this fight to me, I feel like whether Blackbeard, because again Blackbeard to me he doesn't really fight one-on-ones to a degree. Like we've seen it, like he's like only certain instances he will fight a one-on-one. But if he's losing a fight, he would probably call his crew to. If they're there, he'd call them
1,000%.
Yeah,
so
Blackbeard from Passaic, bro.
So again, I think I kind of like Law staying, but like he's at a clear disadvantage. But also start thinking of I think this fight might get interrupted, and I think someone's gonna show up, and I think it's gonna be Kizaru. I think he's gonna try to shave Kobe, and I'm just mostly thinking of like all the animals so far getting shine. So far, Kizaru is the only one that hasn't got shine yet at the moment, like currently now, and I think
Funny,
he
he has
might
a light ability.
Yeah.
light versus darkness. So I thought that too. So I
The
think.
shine. I got bad. All right, my bad.
But yeah, so I think Kizaru might come through. If Kobe's there, we might think Kobe's there, but I think Kizaru might interrupt some of this fight, and maybe Law escapes, or I don't know. But like, I don't think Law's dying at all, so I think it's different. But it's definitely going to be a crazy. And again, I give respect for Law for even staying and like ready to fight this crazy situation that he's in.
All right. Seb?
I'll try to be quick with this because I do want to get the calls. A couple things I really like the nod to Ace and the connection there between Blackbeard, Luffy, Ace, the whole thing. I I love seeing Stronger with a Pegasus fruit. That was like my favorite thing in the chapter. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like I was arguing, Par was arguing with I think Sai, I don't remember who, about like whether the Pegasus was worth it or not. And I'm like, yes, it's a flying horse. Like why would any person want to become that? You know what I'm saying? So like that worked. I don't think Law dies here. I don't know about Kizaru, but I was thinking maybe Weevil, because they never explained what island they went to. Okay. And Weevil has been actively trying to get to Blackbeard. So I could see a Weevil situation. I guess. This fight opens up a lot of possibilities if they don't off-screen it, or even if they do off-screen most of it. Which
hope to God they don't.
It's Oda, bro. It's getting off-screen.
We might get a glimpse. Yeah, we might get an Ace and Blackbeard.
But the thing about it is, Marco said that Blackbeard's body is different, right? So like, and Law is a doctor who does operations on people. This could be the avenue into seeing why Blackbeard is able to get multiple W's. That would be a cool development from this, even if we just get that and don't get the full fight, because I don't think we will. But I don't think Law's dying. I don't think Blackbeard's taking his Del fruit. To answer Joyboy Marks, I don't think he's getting Law's fruit as his third fruit in this situation. That would be crazy, though.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely insane, yo. But shout out to Law, because I know I don't give a Law a lot of like props some of the time. Him seeing this and like saying back to you, winner takes all, like I was mad hype, yo. I was like, yo, shout out to Law, man. He about to get smoked, but like I respect that, bro. Fighting fights you know you can't win to protect your peoples. I respect that. So shout out to Law. Also, Blackbeard being all fat. It's like there was some really high level comedy here that was just like subtle and just there. Like I loved it, bro.
Sorry. I got a little like Blackbeard. Why did you even go on him? He could warp you. Yeah. For you to be on Pegasus, there was no reason.
Yo, Ron, you can fly a Pegasus. You're not doing it,
bro.
You see that Pegasus? Yeah, that's all I can think of. You see that Pegasus? Yeah, I seen the Pegasus. But that's all I got, Larry. What you got?
All right, so I kind of have one long answer and then I have a theory. All right, so I apologize, gentlemen. Mm-hmm. All right, so when I first saw Blackbeard jump on .Q and then we realized that Stronger was actually a mythical Pegasus. I thought the Pierre from Skypiea that Gonfall was riding was actually the Pegasus, but it turned out that he was just a bird that ate a horse fruit that was in his hybrid form. So I was like, oh snap. I was like, oh, so the Pegasus is there. I wonder what type of elements of that holds. Like what can come out of that? I don't really know.
Like what can a Pegasus do?
Yeah. And then just seeing that Law is ready to fight him, it also brought up a lot of questions. We always had this Blackbeard never goes after poneglyphs, yada yada. I want to know now, like, how does he even know about rogue poneglyphs? Again, that's always been my thing, right? With Blackbeard. He just does things.
He just knows things.
He just knows things, and there's no explanation for them. We just accept his character. So I'm so riddled because I love Blackbeard as a character, but I hate him because there's no explanation for anything that he does. We just have to accept everything. And Oda's like leaving us in the shadows of what makes him make sense. Because right now he doesn't make sense. So with that realization, I said to myself, okay, I have to start realistically thinking from an Oda aspect. Maybe I should theorize my own theory. And I wanted to come on the show to speak it because necessarily I didn't want to put it in video, but I also don't think it's good enough. But I think I'm onto something. So the whole theory is, I think.
Thank you.
I think that Blackbeard is borrowing haki from the devil fruits he has. That's my theory. So I know it sounds weird, but what I'm trying to say is, when we learned that the Gorosei stated that the Nika fruit had a will of its own, where it avoided for centuries, for 800 years, that it was just not attainable, right? It proved that it had a will. Then we saw Sabo with Ace's fruit, and then Sabo attacks Burgess and said, Ace told me to do this certain attack towards you, right? It stated that Ace somewhat resided in the fruit itself. So I think that people who eat devil fruits and then they pass on, leave a residue of their own haki, somewhat like one for all. You know what I'm saying? Where each person receives this power and then it's passed down to the next person. And then the will in the devil fruit is separate from those individuals who carried that devil fruit as well. You know? So there's two wills, I believe, that are in devil fruits. Now, the reason why I'm so conflicted about Blackbeard, and it led me to this theory of this thinking, was that Blackbeard himself doesn't follow the standards of the show's premise. The show's premise is that your willpower will take you as far as you need to go. But through that journey, your willpower is going to be tested with adversity. And that's the only way it could blossom and get stronger, right? We don't know much of how strong Wang Shi was. We know that Ace wasn't as capable as we all thought. Marco, for sure, wasn't as great as a top-tier opponent, such as Mihawk or Garp or Shanks or anybody. And we've always known this about Blackbeard. He's an opportunist. Anything he does is with the least amount of resistance. Because with the least amount of resistance, that's the highest percentage of achieving what you want. So he directly goes against the show's premise of getting stronger. So I said, okay, so if he's able to do such things at this level right now, right? People always want to go back to, well, 12 years ago, even more than that, he scarred Shanks. Well, Shanks wasn't an emperor. Like, we don't know how strong Shanks was. Just by Kaido, looking at Kaido, we knew Kaido didn't have hybrid form when he fought Odin, right? We just assumed that he might have it, but he never showed that he had hybrid form to fight Odin. So I would say 20 years ago, Kaido wasn't as strong as Kaido is now, right? So we don't know how strong Shanks was. We don't know how strong Blackbeard was. And then they go and they lead into that fact that, well, Shanks fought Mihawk at 19, and Mihawk was the strongest swordsman at the time. And I'm like, okay, but we also don't know how strong Mihawk was back then in order to be named that title in the world. So I'm saying to myself, then why is Blackbeard strong? And I'm like, maybe he breaks the mold because of what Luffy did when he was fighting Kaido. And this is where the theory holds some weight. Luffy was fighting Kaido. Luffy didn't know why his haki was emitting the way it was. It kept dishing out haki nonstop, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't know. It just kept flowing out of him. That wasn't under Luffy's control. That was under the Nika fruit. It was proven that Nika had a will. And then I started to think, what else is like a devil fruit? Enma. Swords. Literally, when we saw Zoro, he was conflicting with the sword itself because the sword was willing Zoro to push out more haki than he wanted to push out. Then what happened when he passed out? We saw something like a Cloud Batterman, right? We saw like an individual that we still don't know what the hell that Grim Reaper was. But we can literally say that might have just been Enma's spirit. That might have been Enma's will or entity within Enma. Why can't that be the same way that happened with Sabo, with Ace, and then just Devil Fruits overall having a will, but Blackbeard is able to take the will of the Devil Fruit and use that as his own because he doesn't have the haki in order to produce what he needs to be strong. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I know it's a long theory and I would have to lay it out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I love that.
But what I'm saying is, like, this is why Blackbeard doesn't make sense to the show, but his consumption of Devil Fruits will ultimately put him at a level where Devil Fruits matter, but it's no longer about the Devil Fruit. It's about the willpower inside the Devil Fruit that Blackbeard has access to, the same way Luffy didn't have access to the Nika's willpower, but Nika was just going off because it was consuming Luffy. And, like, I know I said a lot, and I hate taking so much time up, but when I thought about it, I was like, yo, like, it just makes sense. And I think the main proving points is the residue of people, like, being inside the fruits, but also Enma. Like, if it wasn't for Enma, I don't think I would have had this realization. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you guys want to go off and say your thoughts on it, that's cool, and then we'll just take calls.
I really actually like that theory. I do, because it would mean that Blackbeard could be tapping into Whitebeard level hockey manipulation, and that's insane. Like if he could add that element to his fighting, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm one of those people who likes to believe that Blackbeard himself is strong. You know what I mean? So,
But he's not.
There's elements there, bro. Because even what you said about him being an opportunist, is the juice worth the squeeze kind of person. Because like he'll take the risk, he'll take the wild risk if it's worth it to him. You know what I mean?
How much stronger does that make you in comparison to somebody like Luffy?
It depends. It really does because
it'll never reach points that Luffy would reach hockey-wise. You want to know why? Because
true.
Luffy would never run.
Well,
it's the same thing with Chinzhou. Chinzhou didn't even have his full-powered head, and he still fought somebody.
This is true, but the thing is, Blackbeard is breaking it because when you say hockey over devil fruits, that's true. It is true. But 99.99999% of people only get one devil fruit. You know what I'm saying? He's breaking the rules because he's stacking. It's like, okay, hockey is going to overcome any devil fruit, right? But like, if I can just use 3 at once, like hockey can eventually overcome it, but like 99.9% of people aren't going to reach those levels of hockey.
But that's what
I'm saying?
But this is what I'm talking about, is that people are considering him already the strongest Yonko. People are saying that he could just take out Mihawk, that he could just take out Shanks, that he could just take out Akainu, all because he has the ability to negate a devil fruit, or that possibly he has his hockey up there, which doesn't go with the premise of the show. Literally, he can be under a Yonko. I accept that. He's strong. But can he reach the outer limits? And that's what's bugging me, is because people just think that he's already there with no showings. So I need to make sense of it and say, how is he there?
That's fair. We got a bunch of super chats sitting, and we got to get to calls, though.
I do want to hear Lawrence Alano, though. But it can't be, extensive. So
I'm just going to say, I actually do like that theory to a degree, but it kind of goes a little bit to what I saw already with Shanks, and I lumped that with Blackbeard. And it goes back to their childhood, pretty much. And it goes to why I say Shanks is stronger than Mihawk is pretty much both Blackbeard and Shanks been on a cruise with people who were way stronger than them, but they understood hockey a lot earlier because they seen them display. Like Whitebeard rivaled Roger, and Rayleigh was there. They had people there who were able to do King's Position, advanced Boshoku hockey, advanced observation, all this advanced stuff. Shanks grew up pretty much on Roger's ship, so he saw the ins and outs of how strong your hockey could be. Blackbeard saw something similar to that too. Something, and that's what we're saying, understanding. You understanding and learning something earlier, you're like Law. We just said Law just from be that brief moment with the Emperors. Understood, if I use intense hockey, it could negate this ability. That was Shanks' whole life. Like from child, from on to 12. Blackbeard did something similar. He's been on working for ship for so long, he's understood how you can use hockey. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. To me, I'm thinking maybe that is the reason why Blackbeard could be really strong with his hockey or whatever. No. Because he understanding it. But
that's just false. And the reason why that's false is because you can see something, but doing it is different. And if you don't put yourself in situations where you can actually push yourself to your limits and surpass that person in front of you or whatever obstacle, it doesn't matter how much you've learned how to do something until you actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Sebastian knows basketball. He knows where to shoot. He knows what to do to lay up. He knows all that. But can Sebastian dunk? No.
That's a physical
can Sebastian shoot from the 3? Probably not. Consistently? No. It really takes you putting in that work. And Blackbeard doesn't put in that work.
But that's the thing, though. That's why it's kind of hard, because, again, like it goes into what you said before. Blackbeard's a mystery. We don't know we know some things that he fought, but we don't know his whole entire history. Because, again, he was clearly hiding his strength. Yeah. So clearly he was doing something to make him strong. We don't know whether he was fighting. We don't know. But Blackbeard's too much a mystery for me to say that's a fact. I do agree with you, but I do, again, to me, I feel like Shanks being on Roger's ship, going through that adversity, is the reason why he's so strong. And to me, I feel like Blackbeard did some of it, but not to the extent where you should have.
Lionel, I seen Shanks get his arm bitten off by a regular ass Sea King. At what point does that scream strong, yo?
Again, we have different understandings of what
he had a billion-berry bounty at the time.
Exactly.
I agree I like your theory a lot, Larry. I agree with some things in what Lionel said. This I'm gonna keep it short because we have very little time in super chats and the calls. I will say this, that Blackbeard was on Whitebeard's crew, and Shanks was noting how that Blackbeard was hiding his true strength, right? But Blackbeard spent more time without the ability than he has with his ability. He's already in his 40s, right? So that is a decent enough time to. I don't think Blackbeard's hockey should be stronger than what we're seeing now, but I think he gave enough time to at least learn a decent amount of hockey, because also too, like I said before, Blackbeard is able to sense Luffy's hockey growth. So something that his Blackbeard already had hockey pre-time skip. Where was that? I'm not really sure because he wasn't really using it, but at least was able to where he could like sense other people's strength.
This is where I was saying, not to cut you off, but this is what I was saying. That only happened after he ate the yami yami.
True. That is true. But I'll say that he did spend more time without the ability, though. And yeah, he could be accessing it, too. That would be dope, because that would be a new way to use your ability.
It's a new way to use devil fruits.
Exactly. You know?
Which is scary.
And Blackbeard, the only person we know that's been reading about ability, maybe he read that you could do that. Or he probably learned it somewhere, or just figured that out somehow. You know? But most people, like, that's what also will make his hockey not so strong, because, again, you're not relying on your willpower, you're relying on the ability or someone else's, you know? Blackbeard, like you said, is an opportunist. He's one to, like, kind of, like, play the cards in his favor and only attack where he's going to gain, where the less risk. Where you have Luffy, the exact opposite. Luffy takes the most risk in the entire world to gain the best outcome. Blackbeard takes the least risk to gain the best outcome. That's why they're opposites. And that's why we see Luffy growing like this, where Blackbeard's more like, I'm jumping at a situation where I'm most favorable going to win. You know?
That's my point.
He's not really putting his life on the line, as Luffy's always putting his life on the line. So that's what goes like for him to be the matchup of his strength. That's interesting there, to him borrowing 2 abilities and also the residue left over. Because also, too, point to that, I think of Sushui, Ryuma's sword. It's a black blade. So Haki's automatically conquered that blade, so it's infused in that blade, so to speak, you know? So what if, like, because also too, they mentioned with Vegapunk mentioned. I'm
pretty sure that's the blade that cut Mr. 1 too, right?
Sushi? Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. But I was going to say, just to wrap it up, what I was saying is that it could potentially, because, like, Vegapunk figured out something with the smiles or whatever, like that Caesar stole for the smiles. The Caesar stole Vegapunk's research to use the smiles, but he mentioned bloodline elements, but it had to do with fruits. Why would fruits have a bloodline? You know? But bloodline elements could be to the user.
That actually helps the theory.
Yeah.
Because that means that's why the devil fruit that Vegapunk cloned was actually a fake, because there was no will inside of it.
Yeah. So that's why I bring it up, because like when I read because I read it recently about the bloodline elements, fruits don't have blood.
Yeah, I think I'm on a sign,
It's interesting. It's interesting.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's interesting.
I've had more comments, but like we got to get the stuff.
Yeah. All right.
We can
so everybody that's in the chat, we're gonna do the super chats really quick. We're gonna do phone calls, but at the top of the live chat, Sebastian is going to be dropping a video on Wednesday on his personal YouTube channel. So please go over there, click the link, and subscribe before we do anything. All right. Super chats.
All right, yeah, we got a $3 super chat from Shandi Wandi. It says Beppo gonna die.
Oh my God,
that's cold.
Jesus.
That's
yo, also, Gene Bart is the worst free agency pickup of all time, bro. Holy shit.
And y'all crazy. Beppo about to release that Sulong for him, dog.
It's not nighttime, bro.
It's not.
We got a $10 super chat from Zetafan. It says, with hockey able to overpower fruits, do y'all think it makes devil fruits only good for fodder? Also, can you hockey yourself out of Sugar's toy fruit or out of Brulee's mirror dimension? Love the show. I would say it's definitely not only good for fodder. It's just like Larry says, at the peak levels of fighting.
Yeah.
You need more than just your devil fruit. You need hockey. You need you need more than that. You need more than just your devil fruit. And yes, I would say you can.
With the sugar thing, yeah,
bro.
But mirror, that's just another dimension. Like
you can kind of just exit out of the mirror if you find the right mirror.
Yeah.
Based on what Law just did, you can do whatever you want, bro. As long as you got the hockey
destroy
to do
mirror
it.
worlds.
Yeah. Ace D Knight, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It says, I think Blackbeard is going to capture Law and use him and Kobe to orchestrate another Rocky Port incident. Interesting take.
Possible.
It's definitely possible. I don't know. What would it be, though? Dravian Munenio, $2 super chat. It says, "Didn't Wiper's horse have the Pegasus fruit?" I don't remember that.
No, he's talking about Gone Falls. Pierre.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mentioned
All right.
that.
Yeah. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
$5 super chat from Nerd Taku. It says, "Do you think Blackbeard will have all the poneglyphs if he beats Law and takes the 2 he has from Zoe and Wano? Bang bang bug." Just kidding. Hashtag Traffle Double D. Double D WAP Law.
Well, there's one poneglyph missing.
Yeah.
And if Blackbeard just suddenly has that too, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Again, this is what I'm talking about.
I
It's
was thinking
just,
the same thing.
he's the most given character.
Listen, man.
Like, he dude literally earned nothing.
Yeah.
That's his whole point. He doesn't earn anything.
I
That's
don't
the
understand,
point of
like,
his
how
character.
people could be okay with this.
That's the
like,
point of his
yeah.
character.
Yeah, that's his-
He's
it's
not earning it.
Bro, this is, again, so,
point.
I just don't like this shit.
No, that's the exact opposite.
It's
of
so
Luffy.
No, 'cause I-
stupid.
But that's the point.
Because
To be the
didn't
opposite of Luffy.
Moore just make a video out there?
They should have just made Blackbeard already have all this from the get then. Instead of just giving him things through the story. Like,
What?
that would have
No.
made more sense. Just make him
No.
a ready solidified monster.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't
To me,
like
that doesn't work.
Doesn't work this way either.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
You still interested in the series, right?
Go, bro. I'm not. If I find out he got a poneglyph out of nowhere, I'd drop this shit.
What's different?
I'm serious,
What's
bro.
different?
What's different is that Oda's a bad freaking writer.
How is? Oh my God!
No,
One.
he's supposed to
Go.
be the opposite of Luffy.
We don't got
I
time
don't
for
care.
We don't got time for this dumb shit. We got another $2 super chat from Strahd. It says, "So Blackbeard directly channels his Devil Fruit's willpower for strength."
Yes.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Larry's theory, yeah.
And then we got another $3 super chat from Steven Luiso. It says, "Hey fellas, love your work and you guys."
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank
Hey.
you. Appreciate that.
it. Love you too,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Appreciate
All
you.
right, Marv. If you could set the number up, please, and then everybody, we're gonna do calls. Thank you for sticking with us. Again, if you haven't visited Sebastian's personal channel, we will be dropping his theory on Wednesday. So do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, chat.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that OnePiece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
What's going on, fellas? It's Aaron Tate.
Hey, what up,
Hey,
brother? How are you?
What up?
2 pods in a row. What's up, Aaron?
How y'all doing today, man?
Find you.
Chilling. How about you, man?
Doing pretty good. Before I ask my question, Seb, I almost convinced Larry to be on my side on the Akainu versus Odin debate. You should have seen your boy.
You was tripping, bro. Kainu got that. Alright.
Yeah.
Nah, man, y'all tripping. My question today is, I kind of want to talk about the Aokiji incident in Whole Cake Island.
Uh-huh.
How do y'all feel about a scenario where it's actually someone else who stole Aokiji's devil fruit, probably somebody on Blackbeard's crew, of course, who stole somebody's devil fruit and is the one that actually kidnapped Pudding from Whole Cake Island?
I don't like that.
Hell no. You talking about off screen and that, bro?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, one-
Aaron, you tripping.
Who's strong enough to take
Yeah.
out Aokiji?
It would have to be
It would have to be Blackbeard.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, yo, if Blackbeard clipped Aokiji off screen, bro.
That would be better, Eddie.
Yeah.
Bro.
That would be.
How is that any different from him just having everything else?
Nah, bro, that's different.
Oh, it's different?
It's very different.
How is it different?
'Cause he's setting
There's
up-
literally nothing different.
He's setting up this story around Aokiji. Oh no, we just all played.
Thank
there,
you.
You know, we just offed him. And
It is the same amount of writing that
No,
I'm
it's not.
been
No,
complaining
it's
about.
not.
Not.
All right, whatever, bro. What about you, Aaron? What do you think?
So what I mean is, like, I can see a scenario, because we're all speculating that Aokiji has ulterior motives for joining Blackbeard, right? So I can see a scenario where Oda explains how Blackbeard somehow found out Aokiji's true intentions. And once he found it out, he somehow found a way to defeat Aokiji and had someone else on his crew, probably Shiryu, to steal his fruit once he was defeated. And Shiryu is the one that went to Whole Cake Island to kidnap Pudding. Because where has Shiryu been this entire time? Like, we've seen everybody in Blackbeard's crew as of recent, but we haven't seen Shiryu. So I'm saying I can see a scenario where it ends up being him that actually stole Aokiji's fruit once he was defeated by the entirety of the Blackbeard Pirates.
But doesn't
Does that make
Shiryu
sense?
already have a fruit?
Yeah, he does.
You mean like Shiryu with somebody else? Like, because Bizarro hasn't shown up either.
No, so I think Shiryu could have 2 devil fruits, and here's why. The whole idea of people can't consume 2 devil fruits has really been speculation this entire time. No one has actually confirmed it. It was one of those things where someone mentioned it as a myth. So we don't know if that's actually true or not, that people can't consume two devil fruits, especially since we have someone in Blackbeard who currently has it. And of course, we speculate, well, Blackbeard's body is different or whatever, but we really don't know for sure if people cannot consume two devil fruits. So I can see a scenario where, since Blackbeard figured out a way to do it, he's showing his other crewmates how to do it as well. And so Shiryu could possibly be another person in the series who has two devil fruits. And that's my theory. I'm not saying that this is likely what happened. I'm just saying it would be interesting to see a scenario like that play out. I think it would make this story interesting. Because think of how much that would add to the presence of Blackbeard, to have taken out somebody like Aokiji. That would give him a lot, like some real cachet in the story as a potential in the series villain. You know,
it would mean that he can grow his hockey from that fight, but also it doesn't mean that, like, when I think of Akainu, I think of Aokiji, and like I know Blackbeard ain't beating Akainu, and I know that he shouldn't beat Aokiji either. It would have to be a jumping, like he would have to jump Aokiji, and even then I don't think he'd be able to do it. So I put Aokiji up there.
I don't think it was a 1v1. I think they all had to jump him for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, but the whole thing, I always thought that Blackbeard got two fruits, and I always kept on saying this till proven wrong, that it was mostly because of the darkness fruit. Because Blackbeard went to go out of his way to get the darkness fruit first, out of all the abilities. So he, like, and we didn't see it, but like the fact that we already got clarification that the fruit takes away, it monetarily stops the ability itself. So like that shows, right, it's able to stop the ability from happening. Like, and Blackbeard knew this, and he wanted to go get out the way to get it. Then he wanted to go get Whitebeard's fruit, then other fruits after that. So it's like the darkness fruit to me has a major role or a key in the reason why Blackbeard has fruits. It could be Blackbeard himself. It could be Blackbeard with his two bodies himself. But I still believe that it's the darkness fruit has a major role in it, and I think that's the reason why Blackbeard has two fruits. Those two, I mean, his weird body and the darkness fruit. Whether he could have two people have two fruits at the same time, to me that is crazy. Like that, I don't think that's possible unless Blackbeard found out a way. But to me, I feel like that is too crazy. That's too much. Because like two people having two fruits, like
I think other people having multiple fruits takes a little bit away from the veneer of what Blackbeard is and how impossible that he is. He's supposed to be this unbeatable person for Luffy to overcome. I feel like if we give...
That's not even true either.
It's going to be that.
Because people still speculate it's still Akainu. They still speculate that it's Imu. Like, no, he's not the only final villain.
I never said anything about final villain. I'm just saying somebody that Luffy has to overcome. Like the fact that he beat this person with multiple fruits. If other people have multiple fruits in that light, takes a little bit away from it. But that's me.
Yeah. You're saying because like Blackbeard's not really showing much hockey. His biggest claim to fame is I ate two abilities. Yeah. And two really, really strong ones. That's the strength of Blackbeard. You give someone else that's like, oh, Blackbeard's not really that much. That's what Sebastian's getting at. And
it's probably my inner Sanji fan not wanting Zoro to take somebody out with two devils.
Yeah, I think I said my piece on this already, really. Right. I just think, honestly, thinking about it, because Zoro also, too, is like a way stronger version of, except he doesn't have Conquerors, but Bo Hancock. Their abilities are kind of similar, except... I said Kizaru. Aokiji's ability is run different. It's like ice, stone, similar, but like Aokiji's just a stronger person with that.
Hey, he yoked her up. But Aaron Tate, appreciate you so much, man, for calling and always calling in on every week, man. We really love it.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too, brother.
Have a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll do the super chat after. After, yeah. Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
This is Luffy D. Kakarot.
Hey, what's up, brother? How are you?
Hey, it's good to finally be able to speak with you all.
Thank you, man. What's up? How are you? Tell me.
I'm good. So my question for today was that I wanted to know if Law does escape, do you think that he beats Blackbeard, or do you think he kind of just like he just escapes. He doesn't win, but he doesn't lose.
I think he gets saved. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's probably the best scenario. Shanks just rolls up.
Oof.
I thought
That would be a wild one.
And I think that's what needs to happen because Gene Bart ain't doing anything. It's just Law versus the Blackbeard Pirates.
Yeah.
So
I thought of Shanks coming up too, but I think, is it that too soon though? But I don't know.
Well, we need the Shanks versus Blackbeard showdown at some point. This could be the trigger. I would say there's no way Law wins. I don't think there's any possibility that he wins. He can escape. Him and his crew can escape. But I think no matter what, Blackbeard's getting that poneglyph rubbing. And
it especially because Van Augur has this warp fruit, so he can't just teleport wherever he wants. And Lionel made that. He said that earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Law's not trying to escape. Law's trying to fight. So the only way it ends is going to be one of them losing. That's why I was saying before, Law. I said earlier, Law's lose, but he takes away something from Blackbeard. Like if Blackbeard has some type of other poneglyph or something, but Law kind of seems to already have all that. But Law's in it to fight. He's not in it to get away, which is interesting. So I don't think he's going to try to escape. I'll
say this too: the fact that Law is fighting Blackbeard by himself with the rest of his crew, and Law just finished fighting with Kid against Big Mom, and they still didn't beat her, just says that Blackbeard is weaker than Big Mom.
Depends on what happens.
Because literally, he's fighting Blackbeard.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that Blackbeard's not on Big Mom's level.
That doesn't mean that at all.
It does.
It does not mean that at all.
All right.
You just call Law in traffic. There's not a scale here for that, unless he starts losing.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. What about you, man? What do you think, Luffy D. Kakarot?
My biggest thing, I definitely think there's no way that Law is gonna die. I don't see that happening because I just feel like him, Kid, and Luffy, it's too much of a dynamic, and their relationship has been built up and kind of promoted too much for us to feel like all of a sudden Law can just be taken out of the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
I think if anything, I don't think he'll beat Blackbeard. I think he'll just be able to escape with some type of plot or some situation like that.
Yeah, he definitely needs plot because he ain't getting away.
Yo, imagine Oda really kills Law right now. That would be so wild.
What would be the point?
Should have died in Wano.
Yeah, that would
be being real.
If you're gonna kill him right there,
yeah. Might as well just have him fight Kid and just get Kid over with.
Yeah. I would have less of a gripe if Kid lost this way than Law.
Yeah.
Yo, here's my thing. Y'all want... Kid has already faced every Yonko except Blackbeard.
Yeah, and that's why I want to face
every Yonko.
Can Law go through...
It's not confirmed he fought Shanks.
Can Law go through the trials and tribulations that Kid and Luffy go through?
Again,
in they travels,
he didn't fight Shanks.
Yo,
it's not confirmed.
He dealt with his crew. He dealt with Big Mom's crew. He dealt with Kaido's crew.
And he didn't even face Big Mom until later.
And Law didn't face none of them until Luffy and crew was with him.
But you realize
that's the difference.
But you realize that Law was targeting Kaido before Luffy was targeting any of them.
He wasn't targeting Kaido at all. He was trying to put Kaido on Dofi's ass. He was never trying to fight Kaido himself.
That's not true.
You a damn liar.
I just reread it. I'm in Punk Hazard right now.
He lied to Luffy to get Kaido on Doflamingo's ass.
That's
not hate. It's factual.
That's that Law hate, bro.
Oh, I
That's that Law hate, bro.
Sebastian don't know what he be talking about.
Y'all think Law was trying to fight Kaido. That's what y'all trying to tell me. That was not the case. That was not the case.
I'm like...
Hold on. Go, Luffy.
Yeah, go.
My big thing is Kid is getting way too much heat for his heart.
Talk to him.
Kid got hella heart compared to most of the worst generation. I don't understand why he's getting this much smoke. Kid actually is ready for everything. Even if he can't overcome it or whatever, he'll try at least.
Luffy, I'm gonna tell you why. Because the One Piece fandom don't respect heart. They only respect feats. And that's why y'all be trash out here.
No, that's not true.
It's true.
I'm gonna bring up one point.
It's true.
I'm gonna bring up one point.
It's true.
I'm gonna bring up one thing, and then we could go on.
Y'all make me sick, yo.
I'm gonna bring up one thing. For example, you guys bring up Kid, right? Notice how Luffy and Law learned and gained from this fight. I bet you Kid learned nothing.
He learned to put more garbage together
Yo,
to make a bigger animal.
Yeah, what Luffy learned, Kid could do both what Law and Luffy learned. He could do both of that. I bet you Kid didn't learn that. He didn't get that way from that fight. I can almost guarantee it.
And if he did, you gonna apologize?
Sebastian be like, at least he tried.
They gonna talk all this shit, and then when Kid shows him up
right.
or whatever, and he's proven wrong, they'll
Sebastian gonna
apologize.
be like, yo, at
they
least
don't
he
say
tried.
it was wrong.
Me
they just stay
You
in
know what
the,
it
in the
is?
corner.
You know what
Shut
it
up.
is? You know what it is? Sebastian's like, yo, I love participation trophies.
Listen, man.
That's what it is. That's why people were. This is what Kid fans, Sanji fans, like Marco fans. If you did something and you didn't succeed, here's a trophy. At least you tried.
It's not about trophies.
That's supporting
But
losers.
I see the Marco smoke. I don't see the Kid smoke. Kid got too much heart compared to all the
You wear
Marco,
glasses?
like-
You wear glasses
They
or not?
said it in Marineford. Because Zoro said it to Luffy. You can't win. Or you're not going to get anywhere off heart alone.
No, with bravado.
On a
No,
bravado
but
alone.
honestly,
You're not
I
gonna
do
get
believe,
there.
like, cause I said the same thing with Kid said something, well, to Big Mom. Like, Law, I showed this to Lawrence, that Law said pretty much, I can't believe I have to fight this monster just to find out what the history of D. Well, Kid's like, we're not taking, even if we have to kill ourselves to take out Big Mom. But they're showing his heart. But I do agree with what he said. Pretty much, it's Kid learning. And I brought that to Lawrence. Like, yo, like...
No, because he's too dumb.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
We gotta go.
And
though.
that's the point with
Yeah.
Kid. That's his downfall, honestly.
Luffy D. Kakarot, it's nice hearing your voice, man. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, I didn't want to take up too much time. I just was hyped to speak to y'all, and I wanted to cape for Kid a little bit.
Thank you
I
for.
think he needs a little bit of praise, a little bit.
He
He's not
gets
top tier,
more than he
nothing
deserves. More than he
Good
deserves.
enough.
All right. Talk to you later, Kakarot.
Have a good one.
All right, appreciate it.
No problem, man. Joy Boy super chat, and then we'll end the show.
We got another super chat from Joy Boy Mark before we close out. $50. Thank
Thank you,
Joy
Joy
Boy.
Boy. Thank you.
It says, last bit of love for my favorite One Piece podcast. And one last question, since we are right around the corner from the final war, do you think it could be a three-way battle with the Straw Hats and Grand Fleet allies versus Blackbeard and the world government?
I think we got to add the revs, so probably 4.
Four-way?
Yeah.
I think the Blackbeard thing happens first before the world government thing, personally.
And I think more pirates are going to be involved than just Blackbeard and Straw Hats.
No,
Yeah.
I think Blackbeard and Straw Hats should have a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful episode. Again, if you haven't followed Sebastian's channel, it is literally called Signature Seb. We will be premiering a video for him on Wednesday, so please go subscribe. And it's going to be before the Davey back fight, and we'll be premiering it. So thank you, and even more thank yous. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel.
Seb.
We out. Shout out.